try to do that shit. What's good, everyone? It's a Q&A. I really didn't even want to go fucking live right now, but I don't got shit going on right now. Today was really boring, so I was like, let me just go live. But, what's good? What's good? I want to talk about, I want to speak on a lot of things. Well, not even really. I am not really speaking on shit in this video. Like, I'm done speaking about shit on this channel. Like, I'm not really talking about anything. But I am going to speak about fasting and healing. Well, I'm not even. It's not. I don't even want to talk about fast because I don't fast no more. Fasting is actually damaging to the body. And when I say fasting, I'm not saying I don't not eat. Anytime you're fasting, that's damaging to the body. That means you're getting skinnier. That means you're hungry. That means you feel weak. All that shit is fucking retarded. You're not supposed to feel hungry. You're not supposed to lose weight. You're not supposed to feel weak, but you are supposed to not fucking eat shit. So this is where energy work. Um, with what they call meditation, it's not called meditation. They just make all these stupid ass words because we got this dumbass English language. But all of this shit you're supposed to fucking do. I don't even like to call it anything, but you're supposed to do it so you're able to live normally. That's why I just said I don't fast no more because fasting is fucking retarded. When I say I don't fast, I'm not saying I don't not eat or I eat a lot. I don't. I still don't eat. That's a given. But I don't fucking fast because fasting is fucking retarded. You're not supposed to get hungry. You're not supposed to get hungry. You're not supposed to feel weak. You're not supposed to lose weight. That's fasting. That's fucking retarded. And how you're able to um not eat and not fast is actually doing what they call meditation. What these stupid crackers who created English, they call meditation, breath work, all this other dumbass shit. Whereas that's you're just being a human being. Like breath, it shouldn't even be called breath work. Nigga, you doing breath work right now. You'd be dead. All breath work is you doing what you've been doing, but you're regulating it. So you're controlling it more. So you're exacerbating what you already do, so you can regulate the nervous system. That's all what these crackers call meditation is, regulating the nervous system. So therefore, you can be an actual human fucking being. So we want to keep it really common sense now, and because when you start breaking it down like it's something more than what it is, it starts not being common sense. So get rid of all this dumbass shit, fasting, meditation, all that shit is fucking retarded, stupid. Because once you get rid of it, then things become more simple. I'm not gonna say it comes easy. It comes more simple. So simple means you know what the fuck to do. Hard, easy, all that shit. That's just your own prerogative, with your own perception. But everything is simple, and simple. The definition of simple, to keep it fucking simple, is knowing what to do. Like I know how to drive from here. I know how to get from here to New York City or from here to China. I know how to get there. It's simple. But whether you want to say it's easy or hard, that's your perception. Do you have the funds to get over there? Do you even know how to even book the flight and get on the flight and then get the passport? That's your own prerogative. Whether it's hard or easy, that's your own fucking shit. I don't know. Some people it's hard for them to get the funds to do it. Some people they have the funds, but they're scared of flying. So it's all different. So that's the easy and the hard, but it's simple. This shit is simple. So everything you know what to do. We all know what the fuck to do. It's very simple because we all know what to do. The thing is though, it's it what you need to do is uncomfortable because the way this reality is programmed is anything you're supposed to do for the most part is going to be very uncomfortable to do it, and it's supposed to be like that. Like a lot of you niggas try to run away from it, but um it's supposed to be very simple, like you know what to do, but it's supposed to be very uncomfortable. And then when you feel the uncomfort, then that's when a lot of you niggas would be like, oh, this something's wrong, or you run away from it. But no, it's supposed to be uncomfortable. So life is very simple, and we want to just keep it very simple. So like right now at this point, like I can't eat shit right now. Like I can't eat shit really. Like everything is fucking disgusting. I got some fucking like I probably said like almost about a week ago. I got some food poisoning. Cause I got some fish from the supermarket. I got some fucking food poisoning, and that shit fucking. I just woke up and it was only for a day, and I was throwing up. I shouldn't even have ate that shit, but I think it was the fish because I don't even eat fish. I just eat chicken and shit. And then when I ate that fish, I woke up. I was throwing the fuck up. I felt sick as hell. And then I was like, okay, I can't eat no more. And after I ate that fish, it's like I can't even eat meat no more. Like I ate some chicken a few days ago. That shit was disgusting as fuck because when I ate the chicken, it kind of reminded me of when I ate the fish, and like I can't eat that shit's disgusting. And it's like now it's like I got like anytime I go to the grocery, I can't even eat shit but fruit and vegetables right now. Like I literally can't, because if I eat anything else, like I try, even when I get organic, because there's no such thing as organic. If you're living in America, you're not. There's no such thing as organic, because even the organic food has poison in it. Because even like when I get the organic and I eat the organic, I could taste the chemicals in it. Because when it says USDA organic, anything that has USDA, FDA, or any type of fucking alphabet letters that most likely have DA in it or D, because these niggas is dicks, DEA, FDA, USDA, it's a fraud. So when they say USDA grade organic, that means that it's only like 60% organic and 40%. That's why it says USDA grade organic. It doesn't just say organic, because if it says USDA, that means the government is in control of regulating that product. That means the government lies to you, because the government, you can't trust it. They're liars. So when it says USDA organic, that means it's like 60% organic, 40% GMO. But they can label it organic because they're liars. They have a mission to destroy the people and kill the people off. So everything they do is going to be tainted. So anything that says USD or FDA approved, it's poison. That's why all the herbs that actually heal you that say FDA approved, all the products that say FDA approved that are herbs, they're killing you. Anything that says not FDA approved is actually helping and healing you. Like all the mouth healing shit and all the herbs that I've taken and told people to help, all of them that actually helped were not FDA approved. That's what it says. Like, this is not FDA approved. The ones that actually harmed you, and like Crest and Listerine and all the other fucking medicine in the cabinet that harms you, is FDA approved. So it's the same with the food, USDA. Anything that's USDA, like they say it's USDA grade steak, that means it's not steak. It's synthetic fake ass meat, and they put other shit in it, and it's probably like 10% beef, and they put a lot of shit in it, and it's not beef. Or it's like some man-made synthetic meat that they put in there. That's why it says USDA grade beef. That means it's not full beef. If it's not USDA, that means it's grown by a farmer. It's real beef. So same USDA organic. It's not organic. So when I was eating this shit, like I could tell the shit's not organic. It's just it's less. It has less chemicals in it. Like let's just say organic will have 100%. Non-organic will have all chemicals. USDA only has like half of that, but it's still chemicals in it. So when you eat that garbage, I can taste it. And when I get off a long extended fast, I can taste that shit. And it tastes like mold, even like the juice and everything. So like I don't even buy food no more. Like 90, like probably you guys probably won't believe me, but like over like 80-90% of the food 95 to 97% of the food that I buy, I steal from a store. I don't buy it because and it's not like I just do it because I don't have money, or I just do it because I'm like fuck the corporation. Like it's not that. It's because I don't like most food. So if I buy it, I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. So if I buy it, it's a waste of money. Like 99% of shit that I buy is disgusting, except for fruit and vegetables. And even then, the only fruit I like is fucking watermelon. Everything else is fucking disgusting as fuck. So, or if it's an envy apple, it has to be envy apple or cosmic apple or watermelon. Every other fruit I don't fuck with, I don't like really. And other shit I can kind of eat, like beans and whatever. But like I just threw out like 2 pounds of beans, organic beans I got from the fucking store. I threw that shit out. I didn't even buy it. I just went and I stole that shit because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. I cooked this shit. I smelled it. It smelled like shit. I had to throw the whole fucking shit down. And then they're all like, "Oh, why are you wasting the food?" It's like I don't fucking like this fucking shit because I'm not supposed to eat it because like something's happened to me spiritually where I'm like I'm not supposed to eat this shit. So like the spirit is, dude, I'll be having some weird dreams. I'm not gonna go into it, but then I wake up in the morning and I don't like certain shit. And it's correlated to like the dream that I just fucking had. So like certain foods I don't like because I'm not supposed to be liking eating certain shit. So like I'm doing shit so I can activate certain shit in me. So I don't like because I had a major food addiction. So I have to do a lot of shit. And then I go in the dream world and then I activate certain shit. So I don't have a urge or a desire to eat that food no more. So like I've been doing some shit. So I don't really like a lot of shit. But at the same time, you gotta still get rid of the mental craving, because the programming in the brain that's been going on for like years. So even though I don't like the taste of something, I'll still want to eat it at times. And then when I eat it, it's disgusting. So like the act of me preparing to eat it is a high, and then me about to eat it. But when I do eat it, I don't like it. So it's like that's why you got to still do the work. It's not like it's an easy. You got to still remove the programming because it's like somebody who like they they smoke they when they smoke weed, when they used to smoke weed, they used to get high, but now when they smoke, they throw up, but they still want to smoke because they want to get the high they used to have before. But then when they do it, they don't like it. So now they got to get rid of the mental programming. So like when you get rid of food and you start fasting and stuff, getting rid of the physical is kind of it's one mission, but then the mental is another thing. That's why a lot of you niggas, when you go on these fasts and you say you're hungry, you're not hungry 97% of the time. If your roof is not hurt, if your roof of your mouth is not hurting and your stomach is not feeling nauseated where you want to throw up, you're not hungry. You just feel like craving because when you're in starvation mode, the roof of your mouth starts actually paining you and it hurts. Like it's pain. And then your stomach starts hurting because because that feeling of you wanting to bite, it gets so severe to the point when you're starving to the point your roof of your mouth starts hurting because you want to bite something down. So that's why when you see people in starvation, they'll eat bugs or they'll eat their own kids because it's not just that they're hungry, they crave that sensation of biting. And like it gets to the point when you're in starvation, that shit starts hurting. So you're not, if your roof of your mouth isn't hurting and your stomach isn't hurting, you're not fucking hungry. So that's why I tell you niggas, like, you niggas, you ain't hungry. So get that shit out your brain when you're trying to fast, and all that is all this. Most of this shit is mental. A lot of it is like a drug. It's like a high. It's like, right, I mean, they be putting a lot of chemicals in the food now that make you hungry, or it's like a drug. Because if you go on an extended fast and you break it, like now when I eat certain shit, like fruit or something, or let's just say I cook certain things, because I can eat like certain vegetables or like beans and rice, shit like that. I can eat it, but it has to be certain type of organic. But I notice when I get full, it's like a high. I can feel like an intoxicated feeling. And that intoxicated feeling is the chemicals and the shit that they put in the food. And that's the shit that actually is causing a lot of the damage in the body. It's not just the food, it's the chemicals in the food that get you high. That's why when you niggas eat, people eat, have emotional eating, because like they say, these fat bitches who eat ice cream and watch Lifetime TV, they have like a saying or a joke. Oh, they watch TV and they eat a bucket of ice cream because the ice cream gets them high. It's kind of like it's a narcotic effect because of the chemicals in the ice cream. All those names that you see, like all those names you can't pronounce on the back of the fucking ingredients, those are drugs that get you intoxicated and high. But it's a different type of high. That's why when you eat, you feel relaxed, you feel good. It's not because just the food. Because if that was just the food, then why the fuck when you eat vegetables and fruit, you don't feel that way? Why do you have to eat some candy and something greasy and shit? Because it's not the food, it's the chemicals in the shit that's getting you high. So that's why, like that shit, it's a narcotic, it's a drug. Food is an actual drug. It's a drug, and it's funny because when that's the only drug that is not looked at as a drug, it's looked at as something normal. and it doesn't make sense. And people say, well, we need to eat. Shut the fuck up. Go eat some vegetables. Go eat some fruit and make sure they're raw. Just go pick an apple from the tree or whatever and just go eat it. Why do you have to cook it and season it? It's because you're trying to get high, motherfucker. You're trying to get high. Just like they have to cook cocaine. Cocaine, why don't they just take the cocaine raw? Because it doesn't give you the same effect as when you cook the cocaine. So then they have crack and it gets you, the high is different than if it's just a snorting it. That's why a crackhead gets strung out more. Fentanyl, they have to cook the fentanyl and make it differently than just a regular Vicodin pill, because Vicodin is heroin, or like the pills that they have, the oxycodone pills, is not the same as fentanyl, because they have to cook the fentanyl and produce it in a certain way to get you even more strung the fuck out. So it's the same with food. You're cooking it and you're getting more strung the fuck out. So food is an actual drug because you're cooking it, you're changing the chemicals in it, and you're adding a bunch of shit to it. So that's what you guys are chasing. That's why McDonald's, go to any other fast food, McDonald's tastes different compared to any other fast food. Why is that? Because they got certain shit in it that the other people don't have. That's why McDonald's is able to raise their pricing compared to other places, and people still go there because you can't get that shit anywhere else. You have to go to that supplier to get that drug fixed. So it's the same shit. But like right now, I can't eat shit right now, nigga. Like it's to a point where I don't like anything. And it's weird because of like I can eat, like right now I can only eat the basics like rice, beans, and all that other shit. So like I can't even eat shit. So like, and I've been trying out certain too, because like I have like one of my relatives, they invited me to go to Easter. I didn't want to go to Easter, no, I don't celebrate that shit. But they wanted me to go out and eat and shit. And it's weird because I don't eat any of that crap that they eat. They eat soul food and all that shit. I don't eat that fucking shit. I can't even eat that crap. That's just disgusting. And then so even when all the food I make, I can't even eat at restaurants no more. I can't eat out no more because I don't trust the food. Because I'm literally, after I had that food poisoning, I'm scared to eat shit. Like I'll go. This is another reason. Like I said, I don't spend my money on food, is because like I have to go to a grocery store and I have to steal a whole bunch of shit. The only thing I will buy will be like I'll buy one item, so the shit that I steal, it throws them off, so I don't just go up in there and look like I'm just stealing and walking out. I like buy one or two things so to throw them off. So that's the only thing I will buy, but I will steal a whole bunch of shit, and then I would just make it because I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. Because if I go and return it, they won't take it back because I already opened it. So I literally have to like, so I don't waste my fucking money. But this is a sign that I shouldn't even be eating any of this fucking crap. Because the other day I was gonna, what did I make? I was gonna make some fucking. I make some fucking, or there was some organic steak and organic beans. I spent like an hour making that shit. Everything organic. After I made that shit, I was like, I cooked this shit, right? And I smelled that shit. And then my cousin was like, oh, the food done? He's like, oh, yeah, the food's done. I gave him a little bit. And I was like, hold on, I'm not going to eat this shit. I threw that whole shit on the garbage can. I threw that whole shit away. I drove out to the store and I went and stole some more steak. That shit cost me I didn't buy it, but like all this shit I threw away was like probably like over 100, because the steak was like fucking like $20 a piece. I didn't even buy that shit. I just stole the steak because I didn't know if I was going to like it or not. I was too scared to eat that shit because the food poisoning, and it didn't smell off. So I threw that shit in the garbage can. I threw everything in, and I went to another place. I got another fucking steak, and I ate that one because it was from a different brand. And then even then, I'm not gonna get that brand again because like I'm too scared to eat that shit. So I was like, so at this point, like, oh, I can't eat it. Like I think it's just a sign from the universe, like for me not to eat shit. Because I spent like an hour cooking like that organic steak, and fucking I had like rice, beans, and some other shit with it. I didn't even season any of that shit. Only with like some other season. I cooked all that shit and I just threw that shit out because it didn't smell right. I could smell the chemical in the fucking food. The shit was disgusting as fuck. So it was like all of this shit is fucking poison. None of it's like, and I'm not when I tell you, I go to Whole Foods and Sprouts. Those are like the best places you get from a grocery store, unless you probably go on the internet. That shit is poison. All of that shit is poison. Like literally, if you want fresh food, you got to go out the country, or you have to go to like a premium supplier online and pay like $200 for like a steak if you want real food. That's why you think they have like $1,000 steak. They have chicken breast for like $30 a pound and shit. Like, why do you think they have high value food? Or they got 5-star restaurants. You got the food is like hella expensive, and then they got like the shit they sell. It's because it's closer to real food. I'm not gonna say it's 100% real, but it's closer to real food. The shit they sell at the grocery store, that's not real food. That's not real steak. Just think about it. Like they got steaks and fucking potatoes and everything at premium price, $100 a fucking pound for a steak, or like you see this shit. But then they got the shit they sell regularly. Like, don't you guys think like maybe there's some type of reason for it? It's because the food isn't real. The food is fake, and it's like it's hella. You can just kind of tell that. You can tell. That's why I don't. I'm just like I'm literally scared to eat fucking anything, like eat out at all or anything. And if I notice the food out here is worse. It's a lot worse out here in the South. I noticed compared to at least for me to compare to the West Coast, the food out here is like it's just. I feel like the West Coast and the East Coast got better food. The South has horrible food. Like the service and the food out here is not good quality. Like it's disgusting as fuck. That's all. Like ever since I've been, that's why I'm kind of glad I moved out here because like it's not the food. Like I haven't even been wasting money on shit really, and like I've been able to keep up with my fast more. And the more I do like I said, it's not called fasting, but like I have to use this dumbass English language. Ever since I've been doing my so-called fast and all that shit, I can taste the chemicals and all this shit. Like all of this shit is just fucking poison. And the thing is, like a lot of you niggas, like you have to eat this shit. And this is why like a lot of people in America are sick and have issues and problems because of the stuff that people are consuming. But I don't want to just put it all on the food. It's a lot of other stuff. It's the food and it's the mental illness. It's people having to work these shitty ass jobs, and which creates mental illness, and it creates the way people think. Therefore, it creates certain like um functions in the body. Because if you're depressed, you're miserable. You're always talking about fucking how this bitch is a feminist and MGTOW and how you can't get this and that. That fight form of thinking, it translates to stress, and then it really correlates like why motherfuckers is gonna probably get sick and have issues and shit. It's like it's deeper than just the food though. It's a whole bunch of other shit because there's really no such like it's first thing is spiritual health. There's no such thing as really the physical health. It's all spiritual health. When somebody gets sick from eating, like when I got the food poisoning, it wasn't because I ate that fish. Because the other people, if some of you guys would have ate that shit, and then it wouldn't have been a problem. It was because I wasn't in alignment. So if you're in alignment, then that's really what matters. It's that's why I say it's spiritual health first. Physical health it's a kind of like a psyop kind of. That's the way you had that fucking faggot. Like you know, you have these people like that Ron F. Kennedy Jr. All these other they're trying to change it where they're trying to make it where you can't eat. They're trying to make it where everyone's eating healthy and all that. That's all bullshit. Because you really they're trying to say, oh, we're trying to make everything healthy. Well, no, you're not trying to make everything healthy because everything in this fucking society is unhealthy to eat. There's no such thing as healthy food unless it's grown from an organic plant and you're eating it. And even the act of eating is still damaging the body. So first is spiritual health. You have to be in alignment. When you're in alignment, somebody could be eating hamburgers and be in alignment and live longer than somebody who's not in alignment, who's eating vegan. And then that person eating vegan can just be like, oh, why do I have this problem? It's because they're not in alignment. It has nothing to do with spiritual health first. And then you also got to take an effect that some spirits are weaker, some spirits are retarded, so they don't know that you're supposed to eat healthy, so they have more grace, so they can get away with more shit. This is why your grandmother may live to be like 100, and all she ate was bullshit because she's a retarded new spirit, so they get more grace. But then when they don't get it right and they have to come back, then their next body gets weaker. So it works like that as well. Like because if you don't know better, then you can't really do better so much, so that you get more grace from like the energies. So that's what I'm saying. Spiritual health first, then physical health. Always keep that shit in mind, because it's not that. Because in a way, this health shit can kind of be a psyop. In a way, it is kind of a psyop how they trying to promote. Everyone needs to be vegan. Everybody needs to do this and that. And because most of when you see a lot of this, them pushing that health shit. The main thing about it, why would they be pushing the health shit right now? Like they're trying to ban health snacks from EBT. You got to think like, why would they push that if a lot of this shit is still unhealthy? And like all of a sudden, like the reason they're doing that is because they're trying to a lot of people are going to be getting sick in the future. You got to keep that in mind. And a lot of people don't have health care is expensive, and healthcare is expensive, and a lot of people are eating a lot of garbage. So therefore, the healthcare system is going to be overburdened. So they're trying to get rid of Medicaid, and they want to try to cut, even though that shit isn't going to really work because people are still mentally sick and on an alignment. They're trying to fix it in a way where not many people go to the fucking hospital as much because nobody can afford, like nobody can afford a $50,000 surgery or $800 a month medication cocktail that they give you just for having certain diseases. So they have to try to make people healthy so it could kind of lessen the burden and shit. That's what I'm thinking, because like, why else are they pushing all this health shit? Because first of all, if you want to make a healthy society, you have to first attack it spiritually, or you have to be in spiritual alignment. But the thing is, they can't have people in spiritual alignment because that's going to be against their system, and their system's going to collapse because their system is based upon corruption, destruction, and just bullshit. So they can't have people spiritual alignment, but then they still want people healthy. So it's like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. So that health shit is kind of a psyop when they're telling you, oh, don't eat meat and it's bad. Because at the end of the day, you got to figure out what's good for you. And it's about being spiritually in alignment with self. When something is wrong with you, it has nothing to do with what you're doing. It's because you're not listening. So when you're fat and you're obese, the food didn't make you fat. You not listening and being in alignment, that made you fat. So you got to look at it from that perspective. Don't look at it from a perspective of like, just, I'm not saying just go out and do whatever the fuck you want to do, but just be in alignment. And if your spirit tells you to do this, then you gotta listen and move with the move with how you move. But like I said, guys, like, this shit's getting, like, there's a lot of shit that you guys gotta realize. This shit is very simple. Don't get caught up in. I don't like to make shit too complicated because it's really not that deep. It's really not that complicated, and there's really nothing much to fucking really say. Anybody that tries to tell you, anybody else that tries to tell you like this shit's fucking that deep, and it's something like, it can be deep if you want it, but you guys gotta like look at it like from this perspective. Like, the point of life is to grow, evolve, and then be happy and just enjoy your life. So that's very simple to do. Once you start feeling like you need this information, you need this knowledge, you need all this, that's just distractions. All of you niggas know what you need to do at this point. And I'm not going to be here to wake anyone up. I'm not trying to wake anybody up. I don't give a fuck about waking anyone up. At this point in the game, you can't wake nobody up. Like, it's literally, for a lot of people, they're lost. They're done for. And when I say they're done, I'm not saying like literally they're done. It's like, you got to look at it like, it's like a wolf has the option to not eat that steak if I put it in front of him. But what are the odds of the wolf not eating the steak? That's very slim, because a wolf is going to do wolf shit. So look at human beings. Like, human beings have a chance to wake up, but most human beings, what are the odds of them really getting out of their bullshit? Very, very slim. They're going to still do the same shit. Like, you got people out here just fucking retarded. Like, society is getting so lost right now to the point where, in a way, certain things maybe need to occur. Like, maybe certain diseases and certain problems are here to just wipe a certain type of people out. Like, there's a lot of Masons, a lot of people in government, a lot of Jews that are sick, that have issues and mental illness, and like, maybe their mistakes and their ignorance is gonna wipe their spirit out. So therefore, this humanity can evolve. So if you let a dumbass keep making dumbass mistakes, then they're gonna fuck around and get themselves out the way themselves. So we don't have to do any of the work we don't have to kill them. We don't have to convince them. We don't have to do nothing. Their mistakes and their actions are gonna get them out the way. So, like, a lot of these things, like, because we're out of time right now, nobody really wants to wake the fuck up. Nobody actually wants to do what's necessary to do anything. So we gotta just let this shit go on like on autopilot. That's one of the reasons time is speeding up, because there's a lot of fucking bullshit going on this planet right now, and it needs to just speed up. Like, so there's not enough time for a lot of fuckery to keep going. So things just hurry up and just wither away, and events just happen and people get old and die out that need to get old and die the fuck out, and it's accelerated. So that's one of the reasons you see this shit speeding up right now. And as it speeds up, that's where you're gonna start seeing a lot of these bitch ass niggas start doing the shit they do. But that's it right now. But if anybody got any questions before I head out, because I'm just gonna keep it simple and just short to the point. I'm not really, there ain't really shit for me to even go into. I'm done with this shit right here because I'm not able to be too much with what they say. Shout out to Moody Murky, what he says condemning. I'm not even to be wasting my time doing that no more because you niggas already know what time it is. Like, I don't need to even really explain myself. Like, that's just fucking wasting my time. Just sitting here, just because if you're an idiot, then you're an idiot, and we already know how they operate. Like, I'm not even trying to even be in the way of an idiot because I already know what I'm capable of doing, and I know what I don't want to have as my experience, so I know to stay the fuck away from them, so I don't end up like doing something that's gonna land me a fucking some type of felonious assault charge. If you guys catch my drift, so I have to stay away from them, or some type of like something I'm gonna regret that's gonna keep me in a cage. So that's why I don't even be around them. I don't be around. I don't even. That's not even part of my reality. Because if you let them, they'll put you in that situation. Somebody said from Pakistan, "What's up? Shout out to you." I ain't gonna say shout out to no Pakistan because I don't give a fuck about no other countries like that. But shout you out though. I'm not gonna be one of these fake ass people. Oh, I love from them. Nah, I fuck with you though as a person. I can really care where you're from. I don't know why people put where they from. I can care where you from because wherever you're from is controlled. Pakistan is a Masonic controlled territory. So that's another thing. We got to get back to our own shit, where we're our own like our own stuff, like because and not stop taking from them. Like where I'm at right now. I'm in the land of I'm in the land. I'm in a portion of land. I'm not in no United States of America. That's a corporation. That's not no land. So I'm not from the USA. I'm not in the USA. There's a system called USA that's running. There's a system called Pakistan that's running, but that's not what we're in. That's not no land. That's just a fucking corporation. That's a business. That's money. That's all that shit is. It's money. Anytime you hear a country, anytime you hear a fucking some piece of shit yap it out their mouth in a suit and tie, that's money. Don't think of anything else but some money. That's some fucking money. That's it. There's nothing important. There's no development. The only development they want is economic development, and economic development means the people, the spirituality, the morals, the ethics, the humaneness of that civilization is plummeted because everything's about economic development, which it ain't shit. That's economic development means the few rich people, they're getting richer because you see how they get richer, the society gets more fucked up. So they try to make you think, oh, we're trying to get that nigga, fuck the economy. The economy has nothing to do with me. The closest thing the economy I can say has to do with the people is the people. I guess you could say the people, but what's produced from the people is going to them. That economy, that has nothing to do with me. If you want to say the economy has something to do with you, nigga, like why don't we use our labor to create our own shit? But like I said, people they're too stupid for that shit. Everyone's too dumb for that shit. But I'm probably about to end this live stream. I want to like drop this little message for you niggas. So somebody say, "Oh, what's good with it, Mysterio? How you been?" Shout out to my nigga Mysterio. He said, "How you have you tried?" No, I haven't tried no sex key on. I haven't tried that. I haven't really fucked with that. I've seen a story with somebody. They said they did that shit and like it fucked with they sexual. Or like you got to be careful what you doing some of these qigong stuff because I don't like. Yeah, I haven't done no sex qigong yet. But I'm not saying it's bad. Like try with like do whatever, but just do it at your own like risk and make sure you know exactly what you're doing. Because some of this, the qigong, you're dealing with energy channels, so you can. There's people who've had like certain, they switched on certain shit where they couldn't switch it off. Like they did some type of qigong where they started having heart pain or something, and the only way to switch it off is by actually doing doing something energetic. So when you have a problem from malfunctioning of qigong, you can't just go to the doctor and take a herb. You're gonna have to, because it's energy. So you're gonna have to fix it energetically because you turned it on energetically. So that's why you got to be careful doing some of these qigong practices. But what happened to the other? No, so it depends. Some people like it. It just depends on what it is. Like some people can get to the point where they commit suicide because the energy is too much, or the maybe he had like something he did doing the qigong and then fucking he couldn't get erect or some shit, or maybe vice versa. They had too much hyper sexuality where they end up doing some type of like something sexual, like fucking they probably cheated on their wife, or they did some type of sexual deviant behavior or like something like that. But that's like rare instances. You have to really know you do like it's not like something you do on accident. Like you have to be literally, just like it takes time to build the energy up to get to that point. It takes time. You have to really be not doing what you're supposed to be doing for a while, and like these are people who made up their own qigong, and they were like literally not doing what they were supposed to be doing, and they knew it. It's not like something that, oh, they did it by accident and you can do it by mistake. No, if that was the case, then you'll see a lot of people making these mistakes. These are people who make up their own qigong practice. They deviated from the traditional way of doing it, and they didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and they were stubborn, and they actually caused it upon themselves. It wasn't like no mistake or an accident, and that's not how it works. Yeah, he said, I feel the energy rise up my spine. That's what's up. Yeah, energy, some potent ass energy. That's if you do it wrong. If you do it wrong, like you said, you feel the energy rising up your spine. You feel the energy. So like, it's a good and a bad to everything in this reality. Like this, you got to look at it like the reality that we're in is good, and there's good and bad to everything. That you could do too much of anything. So it's like, just like you have the positive effects of qigong, there's a flip side. You could have negative effects of it. Just like if you can smoke weed and you feel relaxed, but then you smoke too much of it, then it can kind of make you nauseated or sick, or you take too many edibles or whatever. You can take a herb that heals you, but if you take too much of the herb, then you feel nauseated, or it's with anything, like too much of anything. You eat too much, you throw up. You drink too much water. So it's the same with, it's not, they don't look at it like it's something. It's with anything. Like anything you do is too much is a problem. Yeah. Materializing is more than just I'm not sure saying you're not doing it. You are materializing from qigong, but you're materializing because you're in alignment. Some people could do qigong and they won't materialize shit because maybe they ain't supposed to be doing qigong. So that's why I say it's about the spiritual essence of what the fuck you're supposed to be doing. That's really what it is. The spiritual essence of what you're supposed to be doing. Because all that, what they call materializing, all that, it has nothing to do with like, oh, I manifested this, and it's you're doing what you're supposed to. Anybody can materialize. Once you're in alignment with whatever you're supposed to do, whatever that is, you're gonna materialize what's meant for you. That's it. It's not nothing. No, oh, I lit this fucking candle and I got this and that. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, you just, all you did was became in alignment, and you with yourself. And then even when you start materializing, you're not even. It's not like it's just coming to you. You still got to put in work. The best thing to materialize is is like a gift, or the energy to want to do. Like, so like for example, somebody can be lazy and then they're not materializing, but then they wake they get into alignment and they're not lazy no more. And as a result of them not being lazy, they have the energy to start doing a lot of stuff and they enjoy doing it. That them not being lazy, that's manifested, not whatever they get from it, not the car, the house, and all that other shit. That's just symptoms. The car, the house, and the money, that's a symptom. The real manifestation materializing is you having the energy, that you having the drive, you having the inner peace. That's the real one. And then from that, then you get all the other shit. But that's good that you actually are this, it's helping you. That's good. Just keep doing what you got to be doing and stay up, because you don't want to. It's like you go up, you can fall. You don't want to fall. It's a constant mission. It's not like you get to get somewhere and you home free and you can just relax. Like there's always going to be ups and downs. Like, and you got to know how to maintain it, and don't let them get you back down again. Don't let the energy get you back down. You can go up, you can go down. Like they even tell you, like the angels, they fell, or they'll tell you shit like that, like the symbology. Like at one point, they were obedient and they were this, but then somewhere along the line they said fuck it, I want to do my own shit, and then they came down and then they made a mistake, and then they not like they can't go back up again, but like you always can. You don't want to fall and just stay there. You want to always maintain it. Even when you go up, you still got to maintain that shit, because there'll be other energies that want to attack you. Yeah. Does anyone got any more questions? Yeah, I'm not gonna drop. I'll drop the link. I'll probably come online in a few days, and I'll drop the link. Yeah, I'm not really feeling like I probably dropped. I probably come online. I didn't want to come online today, but I just came online. I was like, let me just come. I haven't been on in a minute, just to keep the fucking channel and the algorithm, whatever. But because there's really these days now, there's really not much to say. It's most mainly about action. Like I said, we got a lot. We got Saturn going to be in Aries, so everything to be the end of this month. Everything's switching up. You're gonna start seeing a lot, especially as we get into fucking July, because we got Uranus and all that. A lot of shit's gonna be switching up. A lot of shit's gonna be switching the fuck up. Like you already see, like the energy is not the same as it was a few months ago. Everything's gonna just be accelerating, especially when Uranus gets into Gemini. It's gonna be going even quicker. It's just gonna be going even quicker because your Gemini is a quick sign. Uranus is a quick sign. Uranus is a quick planet, and Gemini is a quick sign. So once they conjoin, that's just gonna speed shit up even more. The mind, everything's gonna be on go mode. So it ain't really no resting time right now. Like it's really not a time to rest. It's a time to be like active and be. You gotta feel like shit's going too quick. You gotta feel that way, but like it's not. You just, if you're not in alignment, then it's gonna feel like it's too much. It's too quick, because you're going to be thinking you got to do the old shit, or I got to wake up, I got to go to work, I got to do this, I got to study, I got to read. All that shit is in the past. You're supposed to be knowing shit now. You're supposed to have shit come to you now. Anybody still in that outdated shit having a, they're gonna feel like life is going too quick. That just means that they fucked up. You're not supposed to be doing that. That's why I say to get away from people who are like not doing shit, because they're gonna make you think it's normal. Like they're gonna make you think being a failure is normal. Like let me give you an example. If you're working at a fucking warehouse and everybody around you has no goals, they're gonna make you think working there is normal. So now when we start getting deeper in this shift, they're going to start presenting problems to you, and you're going to think that they're your problems. Like you're going to start thinking that, oh, tariffs, things are getting more expensive. You're going to start thinking like that's your problem. Or food's getting expensive. You're going to start thinking that's your problem. um I have to wake up and go to work, and I have to grind and make this money, but at the same time you're still damn broke. Bitch, you ain't grinding, you're just living a miserable life. You're going to start thinking that's your problem. So this is why you have to really reprogram your mind because you don't want to take on unnecessary problems. This is why they have social media. This is one of the things that the Fed, that the agents are using social media for, is to program you problems so they can become reality. Like you see, have all these people complaining about tariffs and bills and all this, but yet, if you really think deeply, do you even experience a lot of this shit? And even if you do, is it really that bad? You're complaining and bitching about some shit that you really don't even experience, and it's really not even that bad. Like, wait till it gets bad before you complain. But a lot of this shit is not even that bad. And if a lot of this shit, other people complain, but it's worse for them than it is for you because they're on a different spiritual awareness. Like a lot of people, like for example, me, like people complain about food prices. I fucked around and I was sitting here thinking like, oh, why are they raising the price on this and that? But I'm like, I don't even eat this shit. So I have to check myself. Like, that's not my problem. So why? I'm not saying I'm going to sit here and like be heartless and not give a fuck. Like, I don't got no fucking kids. So I don't got to fucking worry about them feeding them. And I don't eat as much. I don't spend my money on that shit. So I can go days without eating and it's not a problem. Even if I have to eat once a day, that's not an issue. So that's not my problem. But if I let that be my problem, then I start taking in their issues, and then I can manifest a situation where that is a problem for me. Or like you see what I'm saying? Like you got to understand, like a lot of this shit out here, like they just want to program you with problems and issues. And as we get deeper in this shift, a lot of shit that's old, you're not going to be able to do. Well, you're always going to be able to do it, but it's going to be uncomfortable doing it. So you're going to feel like something is wrong, but there's nothing wrong. Like, oh, time going by too fast. I don't have time to do what I got to do because I got to go to work. That's not your problem, though. You created that problem because you decided to still do outdated shit in a new shift. So now you're going to start taking on problems and issues and like all these circumstances that if you would have just been in alignment, you wouldn't even have to deal with that stupid shit no more. And I'm not saying like, oh, like when I say not deal with it, I'm not saying not deal with it as, oh, you're going to be a millionaire or you're going to somehow, don't think physical or I'm going to have this physical thing. Sometimes it could just be like you just don't give a fuck about it no more. Like literally, if you're in alignment and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, certain desires, certain things you complain, you just won't even give a fuck about no more. Like the spirit will like literally make you not give a fuck about certain shit where it's not a problem no more. Like it's nothing physical. It needs sometimes the greatest gifts aren't even physical. They're like a way of thinking. You just not fucking craving a certain desire anymore. You wake up in the morning, you don't give a fuck about that shit no more. So you're free from that bondage, that hell. Or you think a certain way where you like to do something you like, whatever that you didn't like to do that you needed to do, you like to do it. Like you see what I'm saying? Like that's like usually how it works. And then you're free mentally. And that's like the gift you get. It's not even like, oh, you get this money or you get this. Like why the fuck would you need to get the money if you could just get the, the awareness of just not needing a lot of shit. So now you don't need a lot of shit. Your body and your consciousness is designed where you don't need a lot of shit. And you're able to enjoy and have peace with yourself. See the attachment. I work in a warehouse and someone told me don't work here forever. You won't even be able to. Your back's gonna probably be thrown out before you even try to work there forever. That's just gonna be thrown the fuck out. Yeah, you shouldn't work at a warehouse forever. To be honest, like even when I see like a lot of these people like they complaining about shit, I'm like, because so I be hearing a lot of shit. People they'll be like, "Oh, I can't. All my money goes to bills and shit." And then I'm thinking, like, if I was at that point where I'm working in a warehouse and your whole check's going to bills, like at that point, just quit. Like it will be a better life if some people just quit. Like it's funny how everyone like to say they're grinding and making money. I'm hustling. Like, bitch, you ain't fucking hustling. You sitting here working 80 hours a week of your fucking life just to get money in your paycheck for 80% of that shit to be thrown out on bills and unnecessary shit. So you're working for a corporation. You're working to feed somebody's family. That's why do you think they have to raise the price on everything? They because people are so stupid. They're anticipating people's stupidity. They raise the price on shit, and the average person who's an idiot, instead of saying, let's actually do a real protest, not going out in the street, let's do a real protest, an actual protest, where we stop paying taxes, stop working, and make them lower prices, or we're not going to work. And you have a million or 2 million people do that or more and do that. So they're anticipating people don't think like that, and they're like, okay, since they're raising the prices, let me go work 2 jobs. Let me work 3 jobs. You fucking idiot. So now they're scamming you, because if they want you to work, money to them is work, is labor. Just like you see a dollar bill and you look at that as valuable, they see your human labor as valuable. So what they need to do in this new ship is to get more labor out of you. And how they do that is by making things more expensive. So the average stupid fuck, the average dumbass boomer, the only thing they could tell you is work more jobs, hustle. Bitch, you're not hustling if you're working 3 jobs at fucking fast food. That's not hustling. That's fucking stupidity. That's retardation. Hustling is somebody who's an entrepreneur who's making millions of dollars, or somebody who's fucking selling fucking bricks on a fucking street, getting paid, or doing a scammers. That's hustling. You working 3 jobs at Chipotle, El Polo Local, and fucking McDonald's, bitch. You ain't hustling. You just a dumb, retarded ass nigga, and you're getting scammed, and you're fucking doing more work for less money because the money's devaluing. So what the fuck is the point of that, you dumbass? So that's the reason they raising the price, so they can get more labor and work out of people for fucking less money, because the money's getting devalued, the products are getting cheaper, the food is getting cheap, everything's getting cheaper, while your labor is still the same. And then you're helping them build the system, because every time you get a paycheck, they get a paycheck because they take tax money. If you're not working, they don't get a paycheck. Like me, like let's say there's somebody, I don't work for the, well, I can say I do my online sales and shit, but let's just say if I was working like 2 jobs and shit, I would have to pay tax on all my income that I'm making. But since I'm not working those 2 jobs, I'm not getting paid, but they're not getting paid too, because they're not able to tax an unemployed person, because they're not making no money. So this is why they have to create programs like, oh, you're lazy, you don't work, to make you feel bad, because when you're not working, they're not getting paid money, because they're not able to tax you. So they have to create programs like, oh, you don't work. Oh, and then they have like these people, oh, you're lazy, and they'll make like your relatives or your family look at you weird for not working, even though the only job you can get is some piece of shit fucking shelf stocking job at fucking Home Depot. Like, who the fuck wants to do that? Breathing in that fucking wooden ass dust in that nasty, disgusting warehouse, fucking infecting your lungs. Breathe that shit in, working at some fucking Home Depot warehouse. But it's like, just because you don't, the only job you can get is that shit. You can't, not like you can go be a fucking biologist or a fucking lawyer or something, because you didn't go to school for that dumbass shit. Or you can't do something you actually like doing, because anything that's creative and it takes more time to do and shit. So like, you see what I'm saying? So you guys gotta understand, like, that's why they have these programs to make you feel like a certain way. Like, it's not like they give a fuck about like you. Oh, it's for your betterment. How the hell is somebody working some shitty ass job in this economy bettering somebody? This is not bettering nobody. This is to help to get them richer. And I'm not saying for you guys to not go out and work. Like, if you have a plan and a mission, that's the only time you should be working at these 9 to 5s. If you have a plan and a mission, I'm gonna get some money. I'm gonna do A, B, and C with the money. I'm gonna wait till I get this money. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna invest it in this. I'm gonna do this, and have a plan. If you don't have no plan, you're better off just like not even fucking wasting your energy at that point. You're really not, unless you want to just fucking save up money to go buy some fucking buy material things and shit that you really need. And at that point, even then, that's your plan. Your plan is just to be a fucking consumer and buy a bunch of shit. Like don't get trapped in that shit thinking you just gotta go pay. You want to just pay your bills and like I think me, I'm the type of person I'll get rid of my fucking bills. I've never had no car loan payment. My dad was all telling me maybe if you find some work or find a better job, you'll be able to get a better car. Like first of all, I can get $100,000 right now. I'm not buying no fucking car. This car runs good. I can get 100 racks right now. I'm not buying no fucking car. Why the fuck would you even bring that into discussion? I don't give a fuck about no new vehicle. This vehicle runs good. I got the oil change and the dude at the mechanic was like, this car runs good. This is the nicest running car I've seen for such an old age. Like they just fixed it up. Why the fuck am I gonna be thinking about getting a new car? I can get 100 racks right now. I ain't getting no new car. Why would you? But it kind of pissed me off, like telling me like I need to go and get a new car. Like the fuck? Like I don't need a new car. Like this car runs good. But yet people like they're in that fucking consumer mindset where they gotta feel like they gotta like always update and do shit. And it's like I don't give a fuck about that shit. And it's not like, oh, I'm doing it out of I'm trying to be financially smart. It's just I don't even want the fucking shit. If I wanted one, then I'll go and get it. I don't fucking want this shit. If I wanted this shit, then I'll go and get this shit. Like I literally don't have no desire to get that shit. Like it doesn't. It's not a factor to my life at this moment. Because like me, I look at the evidence. I look at people I see every day. Like there's people who are my age right now. I'm 33. So there's people that I see that are my like me. I've never worked a job for more than like 6 months in my life. I've never worked for actually more than 4 months actually. More than 4 months I've never worked at any one place. And I worked at probably like two jobs my whole entire life. First one, actually probably three. First one was like 3 weeks. This was back in 2013. Then I worked a few other ones a few years ago, and they were no more than like 4 months. One was not even a month, and the other one was like probably like 3.5 months. That's it. And I never worked ever in my fucking life. And there's people who are my fucking age. I'm like, oh, you never worked in your life. But then I see a lot of people my age that they worked since they were 18. And like, I'm doing better than them. And I'm not saying I'm like successful, like to the level where I want to be at, or well, I'm gonna say I want it, where I feel spiritually I should be at. I'm not gonna say where I want to, is where I spiritually should be at, but like they're not even there. They're broke. Like how the hell you been like that's a scam. How you've been working in the system, paying taxes, going to work since you were 18, and now you're 33 years old, and you're living paycheck to paycheck. So what was all that money you had in 2015, 2016, 2017, in your 20s, when I was in my 20s? What with all the money you were working at that warehouse? What did you do with it? You don't have nothing to show. You don't even have a house or investment or nothing. And there's people out there in their 30s who worked since they were like 16, and they're around my age and they're living paycheck to paycheck. And I'm like looking at myself like I'm glad I didn't waste my fucking life working at these corporations. Because even if you want to say I didn't like I have more than these motherfuckers. And I was not like I didn't have no hustles. Like I had hustles. I did my shit that I did. I'm not saying it's right what I did. I did right whatever I had to do. But at the same time, I'm glad I didn't waste my fucking energy to make somebody fucking richer at the expense of what? That's why I say this shit is a scam, because how the fuck I see niggas my age like how you 34, 35 and you fucking don't have fucking nothing to your name financially. And I'm not saying everybody around my age, and even the motherfuckers that do, like they don't got shit really. Like at least if you really knee deep in the system like that, and like some niggas try to act like they are, nigga, you at least should be a millionaire by in your 30s. If you that bonded to the system, these niggas will swear up and down like it's good to work and work, but they're not a millionaire, nigga. If you so into the system and you love working and you about your hustle, nigga, you should be a millionaire at age 30. I don't give a fuck about money. I never gave a fuck about this shit. But if I did, like these niggas did, I'll at least be a millionaire. At least have 1 million. You don't even have that, and you in your 30s, but yet you've been working in the system your whole time. What the fuck was you doing? That's why I say like it's a scam. Motherfuckers, the only thing they got is a fucking some fucking a house payment. Oh, I got a mortgage and a house, but bitch, you gotta pay that shit. You gotta pay that fucking shit. Then you gotta maintain it, all this other crap. And then most likely they probably, most of the people I know who have that shit, they have a wife or a spouse. So if they divorced or they left or they weren't with somebody, they wouldn't be able to afford that shit because they have to. That's the only reason they were able to maintain the shit. Really, is because they had a partner, which that's really how most people are like making ends meet nowadays. Is they're with somebody. If you look at majority of the people that you see that have money in this the average person who's like able to make ends meet, you're like, how does this person have this house and making ends meet and able to pay this? Because they have they're with somebody, so they're sharing the bills with somebody. If they were to get like across the hallway, there's two people that used to live in the apartment across from where I'm staying. They were staying there and shit. I remember the police that came. I guess it was a domestic dispute. I overheard the bitch talking to the police, talking about how he was threatening me and this and that. I guess they got in a domestic dispute, whatever. But like a week later, they were moved. There was like moving people. They were packing up and they left. They're not even there no more. So they were probably paying half the rent, and then they got into a fight. So then they had to like leave because they couldn't just fucking one person couldn't just stay there because they were like it's probably too much. So that's all really it is. Like people just are with other people and shit. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that because that's a whole nother story about relationships. But most relationships, they're all business. That's all relationships are. It's not even real about actually building and helping people. And I'll probably go on that another video, relationships and all that other shit. Because what I'm starting to realize about that whole relationship shit is that whole women thing. What I'm thinking is it's a human problem. Like when you hear all these niggas complain about bitches and all these bitches and it's a human beings are fucking retarded. Like look beyond woman, man. Is woman is fucked up or man is fucked up because there's situations I've heard from women that complain about men the same way men complain about women. So strip away all the female male gender aspect and all that other shit. Look at it from a complete aspect of human beings, spirits in a human body are mentally ill. So where that what comes from that is sometimes those spirits could be in a human body that's female, sometimes they could be in a body that's male. Obviously, since we're two different genders, we're gonna express it differently. So it's gonna seem a little different, but at the same time, there's a dilemma of human beings being mentally ill, women and men. So when you see a woman that you say is a bitch that's retarded, that stems from a lot of mental illness that's brought upon by programming, the system, lack of shadow work that they don't want to do because they've been programmed to think that it's not their fault and they don't have a problem. So a lot of that's what it has to do, and this goes for men and women. So when you look at it like that, then you can see, okay, that's a problem. And then now, when you see these bitches, they go out into the dating scene, they bring that shit with them, and then that's where it becomes an issue. And it seems like every bitch is retarded, and it's because most bitches are retarded, but not because they're a female. It's because they have a lot of damaged mental illness. Same with men. Most niggas is fucking retarded. Like this is why you have most niggas out here, they just want to sit on their ass and play fucking video games all day and not do anything. And then they complain why they can't get a 10 out of 10. Like, bitch, you just sit on the fucking Xbox all fucking day and play Halo. How the hell do you expect some bitch to actually cater to that shit? And the bitches who would cater to that, they don't want to entertain them. Oh, she's too fat. She's too ugly. But nigga, like, you should be lucky you're getting that. Like, they want to get a 10 out of 10 while not being shit and then complain how women don't are like. So that's what I'm saying is men and women are the fucking problem. And then you got bitches who can't bring nothing to the table and then they expect a man. Like, that's why a lot of these bitches is bitter because they women can get fucked. Like a lot of you guys say, oh, they got options, but they don't have no options to be in a long lasting relationship. If women had options like they did, then you'll see most of these bitches with fucking designer bags. They'll be flying out to fucking Dubai every fucking weekend. They'll be eating expensive steak dinners. They'll be getting all the nice princess shit that they want. You don't see bitches like that. You see a lot of bitches broke, angry, bitter, and wishing that they can get a man like that, and they're mad that they can't. They can only get a man that acts like a fucking child, and they get upset because bitches don't got options like you think. You guys are looking at it just from a sole perspective of just getting fucked. A female can get fucked, okay, so what? But women want more than that. Women can't just go out and get, because the type of one thing about what women is they want what they really can't have. They'll say, "Oh, I need a man to do this, this, and that," and they have high expectations. But the thing is, the men that meet their expectations don't want them, so they're left in a situation where they could only get men that can fuck them good and that may look good, but then they can't provide shit. So then they end up hating men and becoming feminists because they don't do the work they got to do to better themselves. So it's like a fucking, and then the men is the same fucking way, but a little differently. A lot of men, like, at the same time, they want like a female that's like a sex robot that looks like a 10. Like, totally don't even make any sense. Like, you play video game all day and you want a bitch who's like a sex robot, does whatever you say, and is a 10 and caters to you not doing nothing. And like, you as a man, you like feminine women. So if a female starts acting masculine, it's going to be unattractive. So like, men don't think the same. Women like masculine men. So if you're just playing video games all day, you're not doing shit, and you don't have no situation, or you don't got no fucking, like, some situation or something going on in life that the bitch can work with you on. Like, you have an empire, you got something going on. Let's say you have some type of group thing, or you had a situation just set up. If you don't have that, then they're gonna look at you like it's not really masculine, and they're gonna feel like you don't have no control over your situation, and you're like, you see what I'm saying, there's nothing that they can leave, so they don't see that, and then they complain, and then there's all these women, they're just all this, and it's like, it's the same fucking shit. And I'm not saying it's about money. It's not even about money, because like, if you're doing something that was righteous and in alignment, it doesn't even have to be about money. Money will be a symptom, but it could just be about you just on your path doing your thing, and you will get support for that from the female. So it's not even about just having money and shit like that. It's about just having some type of shit going on, and then by default, that will probably bring money. And who gives a fuck about the money, really? At the end of the day, if your problem is about money, nigga, then go work at McDonald's if you need some fucking money. If you worrying about money that much, because people always talk about, oh, I need the money, the money. And it's like, nigga, shut the fuck up. There's ways around it. Use your fucking brain. You can get around it. As soon as I see motherfuckers in Africa and third world countries able to make shit happen, you ain't gonna tell me in America you can't make shit happen. Motherfuckers, we act like they live in a third world country. Okay, how the hell you go in a third world country and you see these niggas surviving every day? But you see people in America, they complain about how, oh, like this and then, shut the fuck up, nigga. Like, I'm not saying it's good and perfect here, because it is fucked up, but like, a lot of people be acting like being homeless in America is like a death sentence. It's like, nigga, being homeless in these third world countries, that's a death sentence. Being homeless here, nigga, like, you could have still, even if you got to do something illegal, and even not even illegal, like, it's not no death sentence. It's just, you may be uncomfortable, but it ain't no death sentence. At least right now. That's why it be kind of irritating me when I see a lot of these bitch ass niggas out here. And then, like, one thing I hate is a motherfucker that complains, but then, like, and the reason I hate this is because, not because I hate it for them. I don't give a fuck what they do. I hate it because you see other people that bring, like, you'll see somebody who complains about not having money, but then year over year, they're still in a situation where they don't have money. Or they'll complain about not getting women, but still year over year, they're in a situation where they don't have any women. Like, at that point, motherfucker, like, you're doing something wrong. Like, you're not gonna fool me to be like something is happening to keep you from getting that, because I live in the same fucking world you live in. And we see other people getting every day what you're complaining about. So at some point, you're doing something wrong. I'm not saying it's an overnight process, but at some point, you're doing something fucking wrong. I hate that fucking shit. Like, you see these bitch ass things complain about, like, every single person I see that complains about some type of, like, something just fucking stupid. I, just the way they come across, you can tell they have problems in their life. Like you could tell like they're their own problem. If you present them with a solution, they will find out how that solution isn't like it doesn't work. And you can tell because they're in the same situation year in and year out. You can't be in the same situation year in and year out and you did something about it. There's something that you can do right now that you're choosing not to do because it's uncomfortable or it doesn't seem right. So you got to understand that you got a lot of stupid ass niggas out here in this world that don't understand what time it is. That's why you got to like don't this is why I say don't let other people's problem be your problem. You don't have their problem. Just because you watch a lot of these videos out here, you're gonna think that their problem is your problem. Like I'll be watching some of these videos just fucking like observe sometimes. I'll be like, this shit's fucking entertaining. It's funny as fuck sometimes. Just watching this shit. Just to see how these dumbass people think. And I'll be watching this shit and I'll be like, these people are their own enemy. And then when you present a solution, the first thing that they'll do is figure out how it won't work. Instead of actually trying it or looking at it from like, oh, it will work. Oh, that's not gonna work. Like it's like they already have it set up in their brain, like, oh, it's not gonna work because this, and that. Because the matrix and the programming, they have it set up where if you're weak minded, you're gonna fail. So every problem has a solution. You gotta understand every problem has a solution. So they program through social media, through paid programming, advertisements, and just movies and shit. They program it where if you're a person with a weak mind who thinks inside the box, any solution, they already have a program that's going to make that solution seem like it won't work. So this is how they keep a lot of failures because if you don't think outside the box, you're just going to go back to their program and be like, oh, I can't do this because this is going to happen. And then you'll never get anything done in life. You'll never have no end up meaning you won't do shit. By the time you know it, a whole bunch of time is going to pass you by. Because at the end of the day, like they'll sit there and tell you, "Oh, you have all this time." Like you really don't have all this time. Like even a 13-year-old doesn't have that much time. We're in a different shift. Like a 10-year-old right now doesn't even have that much time. Like think about it right now. Like 10 years ago, it was 2015. A 10-year-old is 20 years old right now. A 10-year-old in 2015 is 20 years old. That's quick as fucking. In 10 years, they're gonna be 30 years old. That's quick. And you see how time, so a 10-year-old now doesn't have that much time because we're in a different shift. So you really can't even be really wasting any much more time. So they got a lot of, so they have a lot of these fucking dumbass programs. Oh, you got the whole life ahead of you. Not really. And then the programs that the Matrix is bringing in, it's like it's cutting a lot of opportunity off. So like in the next 10, 15 years, a lot of opportunities right now are going to be shut off. So you won't even be able to do a lot of shit because they're going to have a lot of, if people don't wake up, they're going to have a lot of shit solidified where you won't even be able to fucking even do things that you can do now. And you don't even know what those things are because you're taking them for granted right now. That's why I say that there's really no time to be really wasting for anyone. Like somebody who's 10 years old, their parents probably say, "Oh, you could play a game and just." Oh, at the end of the day, no. Like imagine if like me, I wish I would have fucking did qigong yoga and learned more about astrology and shit when I was like fucking 13, 14. I wish I would have learned that. I remember I was like, I think I was like 13, 14. They said, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And I was like, I don't know what I want to be. And then I remember my parents, I think I forgot, it was my parents or somebody. They were like, look, they're like, "Oh, you should know what you want to be. What do you just want to not do nothing with your life?" And then when they said that, I felt bad. Like, oh, what do I want to be? And when I look back, it's like, no, you didn't tell me all my options. You just told me stupid ass shit, like be a fucking firefighter or a dumbass fucking doctor or some stupid shit. You didn't tell me all my fucking options. And when I was young, I didn't know. And I bet you, if I would have said I want to do yoga, I want to do astrology, they would have been like, no, that's evil, that's bad. They probably would have told me that shit. I know for a fact they would have told me that shit. So like that's why I'm like, fuck that shit, nigga. Fuck that shit. I'm not even gonna do that. Like that's why like I'm glad I'm not having no damn kids. Like that's one thing I'm glad. Yeah. Because even if you did have kids, you have to make sure the female that you're having kids with is in alignment with what you're doing. Because you could be most of these females out here, they're still they believe in Christianity. A lot of these females believe in there's nothing wrong with eating GMO foods and feeding kids McDonald's. So now you're gonna have to deal with that. Like you may want to have your kids to eat this or practice certain things and not go to church, but yet the bitches bringing the kid to church and making the kid have donuts after church, which I'm against that shit. So even when you do have kids with fucking bitches now, you got to make sure they're in alignment with you, because a lot of these stupid niggas will go have kids with these bitches that aren't in alignment, and they try to change the female, and then it doesn't work, and then they end up being on child support, and then ending up arguing over the kids about what the kids should do and not do. And like any female that's a Christian, if you believe in God, if you believe in Catholicism, Christianity, stay the fuck far away from me. I wouldn't even look in a direction. When I see a female says, "Oh, I want a Christian man," I'm glad you want a Christian man, because I know to stay far the fuck away from you, because I'm not going to change anybody like that. You can just be if you're a grown ass person and you're talking about Christianity and fairy tale, I'm looking at you like a child, like a child that said they believe in Santa Claus. You're fucking immature. You believe in a fucking and like people will make fun of a kid for saying, "Oh, you believe in Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy." But who created the Tooth Fairy? Who created Santa Claus? The fucking a white Jewish man. But you believe in Jesus? You believe in God? You believe a fucking a lie, a fucking a homeless bum ass looking piece of shit fought in the lion's den with a lion? You believe some homeless bum ass looking piece of shit you see in New York City? You believe a homeless bum piece of shit was swallowed by a fucking whale and lived in a fucking goddamn in his stomach for 3 days? You believe in that fairy tale shit too, nigga. You can't make fun of that kid, you stupid ass nigga. The fuck? Talk about Santa comes down a chimney. You believe fucking a goddamn a fictional ass creature comes down from a golden gate with clouds surrounding it from the sky? Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You believe in the same shit. A fictional entity coming from the sky, like Santa Claus coming from a chimney. You can't make fun of no kid. And then the funny thing is, though, they program their kids to believe that shit, because most kids don't even fucking believe that shit. Like, it's funny how, like, I seen some grown ass man a few days ago, or like a few weeks ago, actually. He was like, I heard him. He said something like, "I remember when my mom told me that Santa Claus wasn't real. I was crying, and I'm like, you fucking idiot! Like, I don't even remember when my parents told me Santa Claus wasn't real. Like, I don't even think they told me that shit. I don't remember that time. Like, I eventually just was like, this shit isn't real. It didn't make no fucking sense. Nobody ever told me Santa Claus or the Tooth Fairy wasn't real. At one point, I did believe in it when I was young, but at some point, no, they just stopped doing it, and I stopped believing in this shit. Like, who told you? Like, at some point you just got to use common sense. But I could tell, like, a lot of these niggas was like, because he was saying, like, I remember when my parents told me Santa Claus wasn't real, I was so sad. Like, he made it look like he went through a traumatic moment. I'm like, the fuck, nigga? Like, you didn't just have common sense at a certain age that Santa Claus is a fucking fat ass cracker coming down your chimney, nigga? If anything, in certain neighborhoods, the nigga would have getting shot if coming down your chimney. That should be common sense. When you get to a certain age, if somebody knocks on the door, your parents come out with the strap, they're gonna be like, "Who's this fat ass nigga?" So if somebody's coming down your chimney at a certain age, you should have known the nigga would have got a fucking lead bullet up his fucking neck or something. So that should have been clicked to be like, okay, that can't exist, because who's gonna just come down and be given expensive ass fucking gifts? And then even secondly, like, your parents went to work and slaved for that fucking dollar just to buy some gifts for you, just to say that all that work with that all that work that they did went to some fat ass cracker in a white jumpsuit. So your parents worked hours on end to buy you $1,000 worth of gifts just to put all the credit on some white cracker. So that's stupid. Imagine working 1,000 hours just to pay for some Christmas gifts for your kids, and saying that some white Jewish fat fuck in a jumpsuit bought your kids the shit, and then your kids are giving that fat ass credit instead of you. That's one thing I never understood about Christmas. How you can give credit for something that your parents slaved for. and the kids actually are showing love and value for Santa. Oh, I love Santa. He gave me this, but your parents did it. You can kiss my ass with that. So they're already. This is the programming they're giving you to give you, like the Jewish people, the ones that are responsible for your kids' happiness and your kids' gifts. Like you didn't just slave at their bullshit ass corporation for that fucking peanut paycheck for them to get those cheap ass, crappy ass fucking products that aren't even fucking quality. Get the fuck out of here. That's why I said that shit's crazy. That's why I've never understand holidays. I never understand holidays. And then people still celebrate that shit till this day. Like every year, when I say it seems like more and more people are like they get more enticed in these holidays. It seems like I no, don't get me wrong. People are still like there's a lot of people who aren't celebrating it, who are saying fuck the holiday. But the people who do believe in it, they're getting more into it. It seems every like holiday, like this is why they have to celebrate it like 2 months in advance. Like remember before they used to Halloween was on Halloween. Maybe the day before there was a little something, but Halloween was on Halloween. Now they have a whole month of Halloween. And like they'll have Halloween little parties and little get-togethers, and they'll give candy and they'll like celebrate it the whole month. It's because it's like they're trying to hold on to that shit. But like eventually that's just not even gonna exist. No, all those holidays, they're not gonna even exist. They're gonna have to do it a different way. That's another reason why they have to do it for the whole month. Because that whole program is breaking down. So they have to try to keep up that illusion and be more enticing. It's like somebody who's losing, somebody who wants to distract themselves from the truth. They get more distracted in lies. So that's really what's happening. They're getting more distracted in the lie because the truth is like breaking down. Shit's fucking crazy. But if anybody got any more questions about what I'm saying before I head off and shit, let me see. Shit's crazy. Man, shut the fuck up. I'll get back to that shit later, but I don't know how these niggas keep doing it, man. Celebrating these damn holidays. I can see this shit breaking down because the way like life is, like the shift that we're in right now, none of that shit could be upheld. I can see it already. Like by the end of this year, it's gonna be like because next year is gonna be a whole different year. This is like we're like at the final year. This year is like the endings. So it's not completely. We're like at the end of the shift. Next year we're gonna be in the shift. So what's gonna happen next year is we're gonna be in the new world. So it's gonna be just like right now we're in training. You know when you go work somewhere new, they got you in training, and then the first day you're in it, or you're doing a tutorial in a game, and then the first mission there's no tutorial, just in it. Right now we're like at the tutorial where it's endings and beginning because the ending is a beginning, a beginning is an ending. So we're like at the end right now, but you still got some leeway. We still got some room, so we're not fully in the shit. But next year is gonna be like we're gonna be in it. So it's not gonna be no tutorial. It's not gonna be no if you're in your old shit, you're still gonna have to deal with it, but it's gonna seem like it's more harder to deal with, and it's gonna seem like there's a lot more shit in the way. Like you can't it's not going to be comfortable, and you're going to have more shit because you should have been already dealt with it because we're going to be in a new shift. It's going to be a go mode. So next year is going to be straight up new event, new experiences, new things, and even down mentally. It may not be physically. It could just be like the way you think. Like you can't think the way you used to think no more. And when you do it, it's going to manifest like shit where it won't work out no more. So that's why I said this is like the last year. This is next year we're going to be in a different type of world. Like the way it is, not just in terms of like what the government's doing, because I don't when I say the new world, all these dumbass people will say, oh, the economy's gonna collapse, and first of all, motherfucker, the economy is gonna collapse whenever the fuck the government wants the economy to collapse. Remember, I told you niggas, the economy is gonna collapse in two ways: people stop working, or the government says we want the economy to collapse. That's it. It's not like the economy just some automatic thing, and the government and the people are just not in control, and nature or God is going to make the cut. No, that's not what it is. It has to collapse in two ways: people stop working and giving it energy, or the government decides to tank it because they feel like it. So if it tanks, it's going to be because of those ways. So next year, what I'm talking about, I don't talk about no government shit on my channel. I don't give a fuck about the government, what they're doing. Everything the government's doing is because of this shift. Like, you stupid niggas got it backwards. And I'm not talking about you guys who watch my channel. I'm talking about these dumbass niggas that, we're in a new shift, and they're gonna disclose aliens. We're gonna have another pandemic. The economy's gonna collapse, and then everything's gonna go. They just name all this government shit like Trump and what his stupid ass is about to do. It's like, no, they're anything that they do, they're doing it because they recognize the shift. The fuck? Like, some of the shit they're trying to do so they can maintain power because they know the shift is coming. Why do you think they're doing all of this shit coincidentally while we're in this shift? Because they're trying to maintain power, but it's not gonna work. This shit isn't gonna work because literally the way the physics is, and the only way, like, the way what's gonna happen is the way the shift is gonna be is their old outdated shit is not gonna work no more. So the only way they're gonna have to get it to work is if they pretty much put the boot on the neck. So back in the day, they were able to like maintain power in a peaceful way through lying and symbolism and programming, and it was smooth and peaceful. Now the only way they can maintain power going on is by being blatant. So they're gonna have to be blatantly disrespectful, blatantly corrupt. They're gonna have to show you their face. So this is why a lot of shit is gonna be so blatantly fucked up. Because these niggas is fucked up. They're doing this. They have to because we're in a new shift. They can't be corrupt in a peaceful way. But at the same time, they can't do too much because like that's the problem with them. Like, they can't do too much because they're trying to maintain power so much, but they got to remember that they're not God. They're not head honcho of this reality. They don't control it. So their ego is in the way. They think that they're head honcho. They think they can control it, and they can't. But the more they think that they can control it, the more they're gonna try to do to control it. And at that point, just be easy, be careful, don't do too much. Because if they do too much, it's gonna fuck them up spiritually. It's gonna fuck them up down the line. So they're not gonna want to do too much if they know what's best for them. Like, just because you can doesn't always mean you should. So like, even some of the shit they do, they may be able to do it, but it's at the end of the day, it's not gonna work. Like, and it's just gonna fuck them up on a spiritual level down the line, and it's not gonna be good. So like, at that point, they gotta like not do too much. Just because you can don't mean you should. Because then, with as we get into the shift, they're gonna have to do more fucked up shit blatantly because they're not gonna be able to do it in a peaceful way or in a tame way and get the outcome they want. Because if they do it in a tame way, it's not gonna be strong enough to convince people. So at some point, it's gonna have to just be blatant. That's why I say people need to wake the fuck up. Yeah. But if anybody got any more questions before I head out, probably gonna head out real soon. Probably gonna head out real soon. I don't know when my next live is gonna be. I just come on live whenever I feel like coming on live. I was pretty much I wasn't even gonna go live today, but I didn't have shit to do. I was hella bored today, so I was like, let me just go live. Cause I really, to be honest, I don't even like going. I don't even like wasting my time on this shit no more. I really don't. I'm gonna make. I already made my Facebook group and everything. So I'm gonna post a link to my Facebook group once I get off this page, just to add people in it. I don't even give a fuck about. I don't, to be honest. Like if you're gonna join the group, um, like join it if you're gonna be a part of the group. If you're just gonna be just an agent just spying in the group, then I don't even really give a fuck. I'm not trying to get the numbers up in this group. That's one thing I'm not trying to do. Like, I'm not trying to get numbers up or any of that shit. I'm trying to get real authentic energy in here, into the group. Like people that are actually real, like, because it's easy, like it's not like it's easy to get a bunch of people that are fucking just bots and agents, and they're not going to produce shit. Because that's how you have a bunch of people spying on you, and you end up being in a situation where it's like young Pharaoh and shit. He had all these fake ass people around him, and then look what happened to him now. He got some fucking bum ass, fat ass, disgusting bitch from the hood impregnated with his fucking bastard child and shit. Now he got to pay child support to some ratchet ass fucking ghetto bitch, and that's not on the shit. Like, I'm not having that shit. Like some ratchet ass people. And that's what you get for just dealing with people who aren't in alignment. They just want clout, or they want to be around you. And like me, I'm the type of person right now where like I can read energy very good. I can see how you move. I can see how you talk. And if I don't like your energy, I'm gonna just tell you I don't like your energy. Like that's where I'm at. I'm gonna not first. I'm not gonna be around you. And then if I have to be around you and I don't want to be around you, then I'm gonna do something that's gonna piss you off. So therefore, we have to be away from each other. So like that's just how I am. I cannot be around anybody that I don't fuck with. I cannot be around anybody right now. I have a zero tolerance for people. I don't. It just I have a zero tolerance for that shit at this point. Like it's to a point where if there's nothing that you could bring to the table, there's really no point of me even being cool with a person because. And I'm not like saying I need like because I like I do give and take. I'm not saying, oh, you got to bring something and I don't bring anything. That's just fucking being a leech. I don't need to be a fucking leech. I got too much energy. If anything, people got to leech off fucking me. I don't need fucking people's energy because most of the shit people need, I don't need from another person. I can get it myself or I don't fucking need it because I don't desire and want it because I'm not on that type of level. So I don't need to leech off anybody. Unless you got $100 million you can fucking give me and you can give me the power of fucking breatharianism, unless you could give me one of those two things, I don't need to leech off you. So I can get that shit out the fucking water. So I just don't. That's one thing I don't do is leech off fucking people because nobody has enough for me to even want to leech if I was even to go down that route. That's why I've never been a type of person who likes to ask for shit for people. Like, if I remember back in the day, like years ago, I used to ask for. I remember I asked my dad for like I asked my dad for just whatever. Like, well, can you give me this thing or can you buy this for me? He didn't buy it for me. Remember, I wanted a PS4 years ago when it came out. I was like, can you buy me this PS4? He was like, oh, I don't need to. Well, he didn't even respond back to me. He's like, oh, I don't need to buy you this stuff and it's too expensive. And or even if I wanted something, he wouldn't buy it. He could afford it. He just never got it for me. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to waste my time. Or I asked my friend, like, can you buy me this drink from the store? And then this is like years ago, and I know like, oh, they'll buy it for me one time, and then they'll get it from me. And the second time, I ask, can you get it again? They'll get it from me again. Then after the third, fourth time, they'll start complaining. Why are you always asking me for a drink? And then when I looked at it, I'd be like, I looked at it, I'm like, I need to figure out how to get my own drink because I'm gonna be thirsty every day. Even if I ask for a drink today, tomorrow I'm gonna be thirsty. And if I ask them, it's gonna be a problem. I have to go through argument, I have to go through a lecture of them lecturing me before they give it to me, if they even give it to me. So like, let me just go into the store and steal it myself. So now I can go and get it, whatever I want to get it. Let me go out and go and hustle and scam and do whatever. Because if I don't do that, then I'm gonna end up having to ask for it for somebody, and then I won't be able to get what I want because eventually they're not gonna get it. So when I learned that way, I'm like, let me just get it myself. So I'll go out and take whatever I want to take. Because when I go into, if I feel like getting a drink, I go, and it got to a point where I started getting my own shit. I started getting my own shit myself so much, where regardless of what it was, money, getting something from a store, whatever it was, that my own spirit made me not want to get it no more. Like I didn't even want to give myself the shit because I got sick of it. Like for example, I asked for a soda for somebody. Like, oh, ask for money so I can go get a soda. They'll give me the soda, but after a while, oh, I'm tired of giving you a soda. But I'll go into a store and I'll steal a soda. And then after like a month of me having a soda every day, I got sick of eating the soda. So that was my own spirit not even giving me. So it always reverted back to me getting sick of giving myself that. So it got to a point where I'm at now where I can only give myself what I need. So it's like the energy still works. Like I told you guys, like people who kill themselves is people they hate themselves. They don't like what other people say about them, so they isolate themselves from people. Then when they're by themselves, they don't like what they say to themselves, aka their own thoughts keep repeating in their brain. So it gets so strong that they kill themselves. So they don't like themselves. That's suicide. You can't live with your own thoughts. You don't like what people disrespect you, so you cut them off. Then you're by yourself, isolated. Then you don't like when you disrespect yourself, and when you disrespect yourself, this is you having ruminating thoughts, repeating the past, thinking of trauma. That's disrespecting yourself because you don't have the respect to heal yourself. So if it gets so severe, that's when people kill themselves. Because your spirit will always give you what you need. I didn't need that soda when I asked for my friend. That's why the fifth time he's like, "Oh, I'm not giving you no more money because you always ask me." But when I went to the store, I kept stealing it. I stole it so much. Eventually, like this, I woke up one morning, I went and get this drink. I didn't like the taste of it because I drank it so much. Regardless of what it is, sex or fucking food or any type of thing. I overburnt myself. I did it too much. I didn't like it no more. It wasn't enjoyable. So like the spirit will always let you know that you need to stop doing something. You can't run away from that. You can't run away from it. It will always let you know you gotta you're doing too much. And it'll make you just not enjoy it no more, not like it no more, or you can't get it no more, or like anything. Most for me, it mainly played out like I don't like this shit no more. Like it just I won't enjoy it no more. Like I used to like something, I don't like it no more. So it will force me to not to do some shit. You don't want to really have it get to that point though. Usually when it gets to that point, that means you were really fucking stubborn and you didn't do it. So I'm not saying like you should let it get to that point. Yeah, and we were an hour and a half in. I was gonna leave the link, but I'm not really feeling like in the mood right now because I may want to end this anytime. If I invite somebody in, I may want to end this shit. I don't want to just cut somebody off and shit. So next time I start the live, I'll do an open uh I'll let people join next time I start the live stream. I'll do it in the beginning so people can join and get their thing. And I don't like doing it towards the end because somebody joined, they had a lot to say, and I don't want to just be disrespectful or cut somebody off because I'm tired. So I'll just because right now I don't know. I may want to end this show. I may go on another hour. I may go get off in 10 minutes. I don't know. Depends on how I'm feeling. And if anybody got any more questions to ask and shit. So yeah. But shit, man. Hopefully everyone. No, I won't say it. Well, Yeah, I don't want to say everyone because I don't good. Some people they need to be. I would say I hope everyone's doing good, but everyone don't need to be doing good. Some people need to be doing bad so they can get the message and grow from that bad time that they're going through. So I'm not gonna say I hope everyone's doing good, but like some people, like obviously the people who I fuck with who are on the mission or the same doing the same shit I'm doing, we're on the same frequency. Yeah, hopefully you guys are doing good. But I just got to be careful what I say because not everybody who watches my channel fucks with the information. There's a lot of demons out here. I don't even want to say demons because that's a fucking Masonic word. That's a fucking Jewish English bullshit language word. But we got a lot of bastards, pieces of shit. If I'm gonna use, I'm just gonna keep it simple and basic. We got a lot of fuckheads out here that are watching the fucking channel. So I don't know because YouTube is a fucking cesspool of demons. The internet's a cesspool of demons. This whole internet is a cesspool. YouTube is a cesspool. Social media is a cesspool. Remember the time where people everybody remember back in the day like 2015 2014 everyone used to talk about television and how television and how the TV is bad and how social media is better than the TV because the TV had nigga, look where we're at. It's 2025. You're a fool. If you think what they were showing on television is worse than what they're showing now, mind you, there are some things on the internet that has good information. Like with my channel, we got other channels. Shout out to them, which is only on one finger that I can name. But take them away and look up like the bullshit. You got the MGTOW, fucking all these people complaining about the economy, TikTok, fucking gaming video, all this stupid, useless shit. You're not gonna tell me this is more better than SpongeBob, man. Fucking Ren and Stimpy and all that other shit. Don't get me wrong, that's programming, but that is very tame and mild compared to the shit that you got on social media. Scroll down your feed and see all the bullshit on that bitch. You're not gonna tell me a Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon showed anything worse than what you see on your feed on a daily basis. You got anything you can name of just debauchery, just fuck shit, just running rampant and people making money from this shit too. So then it causes a mental illness where people think they're doing something right because their whole concept of having is like they're getting brownie points from the master and they're getting these points for doing absolutely nothing. But then they think they're doing something right. And some of these niggas are even delusional to the point where they'll correlated with God or spirituality. Like they're manifesting because they're doing something right and they're getting paid and they got views. It's like, bitch, you keep that shit separately. The reason you're getting views, especially in 2025, if you're getting views, you're working for an agency. Let's just keep it like that. You're not getting no 100,000 views per video and you're not pushing some narrative. And if you're not careful and you keep doing that shit and you keep profiting off that, you're going to have a lot of karma you're going to have to reap after this life because you're not going to tell me you're going to take this money and this fame and this clout from these Jews while pushing a narrative that's hurting the people and think there's no consequence for that. There's a consequence for that. So just those people need to just be very careful. A lot of them don't know what they're doing, and they're gonna end up having to pay for that shit down the line. That's why a lot of these people it ends bad for them. Because first of all, like you're in bed with these fucking Jews. Anytime you take in their clout and their money, and you don't know it, and you're fulfilling their shit, they can now put a scandal on you. They can fuck you up, demonetize you, and put you in a fucking bad position because you allowed them to do it. You didn't get your shit on your own volition. So people need to keep that shit in mind. Like you gotta have to answer to that, especially because you're not getting no 100,000 views. Ain't nobody making no real money on YouTube or social media unless they're doing some type of work for the agency. You gotta be promoting ignorance, promoting racism, promoting just confusion. Whether you know it or not, you have to be doing it. Like that. That's why you're getting it. Because there's this one channel. I'm not gonna name their channel because I don't fuck with them. I fucking despise them, and I'm not gonna name their channel. But they always get like over close to 1 million views per video. But every fucking video they talk about is talking about black people. how black people are, and these are so-called black people, like they're like mixed, but they consider themselves black, and they just talk about black people every video, and they always get like damn near a million views, and I'm like, okay, these are obviously working, they're working for the agency, but they don't know it. They just think that they're hot shit and they're getting views. But they made a video, and one of the videos how two police officers got arrested, and that video didn't even get 100,000 views. It got like 90,000, but all their other views was close to a million. So see, this is how like they do. And when the Jewish people took that video out the algorithm and make it get only a 90,000 views, they're expecting them to be like, okay, because this is why they have analytics. So you can read the analytics and be like, okay, what should I do to capture the people's attention? So they're hoping that the content creators like, let's not make that video because it didn't get views, because that's all social media is. It's about validation and capturing the attention of another fucking person who's not shit. So the average person who's fucking retarded, they don't know nothing, they're just dumb as a fucking rock. You have to know how to capture their attention and have them validate your content. The more you can do that, and you can validate these Jews, which in terms puts you in the algorithm, then that's what gets you paid on YouTube. Anytime you're doing something that's against that, you're not going to get fucking views, because this is a whole like they're trying to use this as like some type of operation to like control the minds of the people and make people have certain fucking like point of view and mind frames and try to shape people's minds. Some dumbass shit, just useless, stupid shit that's not important. So like that's all it really is. So it's like that's how I could tell that channel was a fuck some agent shit, because like how you have like 800,000 views, 700,000, 500,000 views. Then you talk about two police officers getting arrested. Nigga got 91,000 views on that video. Get the fuck out of here, like. And they probably think they hot shit. Oh, we're getting all these views, bitch. Your views ain't shit. Ain't nobody give a fuck about you. Like this is why when you ever wonder how you'll see somebody like look at DJ Academics, for example. He only has like a million views or a million subscribers. I don't know how many subscribers he has. I don't fucking watch his shit. I'm not subscribed to him. But let's just say he has like, I know he doesn't have over 3 million subscribers. Everybody knows about DJ Academics. Everybody knows about him from wherever you've heard of that name before. But then you see some YouTubers that have like 10 million subscribers, 15 million, and you don't even hear about them. You're like, what the fuck? I've never heard about this person before. Like, you even see like other content creators be like, hey, have you heard of this guy? And it's like, oh, I never heard of him. And this person will have like 8 million subscribers. So like, who is subscribing to these people? Like, it showed you that these people aren't important. Because if they're really important, you at least know about it. I'm not saying DJ Academics isn't important, but he at least has some type of like motion in the game, because he's been here for a minute and he talks about music, and even though it's about bullshit, if you compare it to other people that got more subscribers that are doing the same shit he's doing, like you don't ever hear about them because it showed you how unimportant they are. And I'm not saying DJ Academic because his ass ain't important too, but you only hear about him because of a lot of scandals, and he's connected to the rappers and the celebrities. That's the only reason you really know about DJ Academic. But all the other people, you don't know about them because they're not important. Because the internet is not what you did. The internet is a very small place compared to the real world. Just because somebody has 1 million subscribers, you may think that, oh, they have a lot. No, that they don't. And a lot of these people that have 1 million subscribers, they pay for their views. They pay for their subscribers through advertisements and marketing. They market their channel, so they pay money and advertisements to put their channel and to put their content on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and they pay tens of thousands of dollars a month. Like some people pay like 15 grand a month solely on marketing just to put their videos out there. So now when you're scrolling the feed, you see it, and then that's how they get a lot of the subscribers. But when you do that, you don't have authentic subscribers. It's fake, because the people they don't watch. Like you guys watch my channel, it's authentic. Even when you watch somebody with 100,000 channel, 1,000 subscribers,
like Dolo's channel or something. He got 100,000 subscribers. It's authentic because he got people that fuck with him because of the information that he talks about, and he's been in it for a minute. When you have people paying through marketing, those are customers. Those aren't really. In some cases, they're not even customers because a lot of these people don't even have shit to sell, but just gossip. But those are like customers. It's like they're not. It's not even really real subscribers. This is why when they're like, how does this nigga have 8 million subscribers, but I barely heard of this motherfucker? It's because it's not authentic. It's a fake ass page. They're not talking about nothing important. They're not important people. They just got a lot of subscribers, and the money that they make is most of the money is not even from YouTube. The most of their money is probably from other investments or other businesses they have, and then they get on YouTube, and then they can just put money into the marketing to get their shit up. Because ain't not that many people making that much money. Even when you see people like Kai Cenat, he's not making all that money from fucking YouTube. You're stupid if you think he's making that much. He's making money from YouTube, but most of the money they give him that money. There's Jewish people who give him that money. Different businesses, like let's just say he'll have a sponsor of a major corporation like Nike, but a Jewish person, a Mason, they own Nike. So they're gonna say we're gonna give you a $50 million deal. But that $50 million deal is not just fucking for him to just, it's not his money. When you see these YouTubers, these athletes, like fucking like even they said like that somebody got an ESPN deal for like $100 million, like that's not their money. That money is stipulations. That money isn't their money. It's an advance. Look at it like an advance. They have to pay that money back through energy work. So if they pay Adam Sandler like $50 million for a movie, you niggas thinking like, oh, they paid him $50 million for a movie. No, that's $50 million they paid him, and it's going into a Jewish person's bank account. They're giving Adam Sandler that credit card and they put his name on it, but that bank account really is to that Jewish person. If Adam Sandler doesn't agree and go with the program, then they could just say some bitch raped him. Like, look at Soldier Boy. They said that white bitch that he raped. He didn't rape no white bitch. Soldier Boy probably what had happened was Soldier Boy's running up the bag off of them, and they probably mad at Soldier Boy that he's doing his own thing, or they're going broke. The Masons who run him, they're going broke, and they want to get some of his money. So they set him up to be like, okay, this bitch got robbed, this bitch got raped, and then he got sued for like $4 million. That $4 million is going into somebody's account, like, because that wasn't his money. Because how the fuck you think, like, ain't nobody just giving $50 million away for no reason to somebody. You see a celebrity got 40, who the fuck has 40 million? That money is for a mission. It's for, like, they're supposed to perform and do, they're a puppet. So let's just say we have another pandemic next year. If they gave Adam Sandler $50 million this year, that means next year, if we have a pandemic, Adam Sandler has to put a mask on his face and tell you to get this. If he doesn't, then he's going to get some of his money taken away through a lawsuit, litigation, scandal, or they're going to they're going to fuck with his money. Somehow, maybe send somebody to rob his house and take his shit, and then the police magically won't be able to find the suspects and then he's gonna know, like, okay, this is why these celebrities, they have to shut the fuck up, because they could send somebody to go rob their fucking house and then take their fucking money, and they know where they stash is at because they're like the handlers ratted them out to the people, and then the police magically can't solve the case. So, like, that's what I'm saying. They don't own that fucking money. That money belongs to somebody else. That's why they can't do shit with the money. Like, even Mayweather, all the money he has, they're going to take Mayweather out eventually. They're going to take all his money. I wouldn't be surprised in a few years they're going to have a scandal on Mayweather. Remember I told you Little Dirk? You guys don't believe me. I told you guys back in 2023 or 2022. Damn, I wish I had the live stream. I know one of you guys remember me saying it. I said, they have a case on Little Dirk. This is before he went to jail. I said, this is when he was like the top artist back in 2023. I think I said this, or 2022. I said, they're going to end up taking that nigga to jail. Right now, they're just letting him ride. Whenever they get tired of him, I put this on everything. I said that shit. And look, his ass is not even here no more. All that money he had, where's all his money in his bank account? That shit's gone. Like the people who gave it to him, they took it back because it wasn't his money. You motherfuckers don't own shit. They got a Chuck and Jire like that Kai Cenat. He don't only think he owns that stupid nigger. What the fuck does that nigger do to get that money? That nigga doesn't do shit to get that money. All that money is from all these other sponsors and corporations and these Jews that give him that shit. That nigga can't produce that amount of fucking money, nigga. Not saying that's a bad thing, because nigga, this is their money system. Ain't nobody producing that fucking much shit. Get the fuck out of here. People actually literally believe that shit, that they people actually are producing that money. Like, even when you want to talk about the views, a lot of the views, like that, the views come from shoving that shit down everyone's neck. Obviously, if you got somebody who's controlling the algorithm, putting that in everybody's feed, you're gonna have a lot of subscribers and viewers. Put my fucking channel in all these fucking algorithms and made everyone see it, my shit will be popping more than them because I'm actually saying some real shit and I can actually talk for hours and have something. I don't just sit in front of a fucking screen and have nothing to talk about and fucking play a boring ass fucking video game for like 3 hours straight, making ugly ass weird faces. What the fuck is that about? Like, that's nothing. That's people only watch that because they shove that shit down everybody's throat. It's not like that shit's entertaining. If I'm wrong, then why are they so hard on censoring people? Because they already know people are gonna choose the real. Nobody wants to watch that stupid ass shit. They just watch it because it's shoved down everybody's neck, and you see that everywhere. And then how everybody's so programmed, they're like, "Oh shit, you're a celebrity. I saw you on a box of cereal. You're cool." So then, like, now they're forced to pay attention because the average person is so fucking like enamored and they fucking dig hard over some like celebrity because they seen him on a box of fucking Cheerios or some shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. Stupid ass fucking shit's crazy. I didn't even expect this live to go on this long. I'm gonna take a fucking piss. You gotta miss with that shit. Like, all they try to make like these people got talent. None of these people got talent. All these people are lame as fuck. Even these fucking athletes, they ain't shit. If it wasn't for the steroids they injected in they fucking ass, they wouldn't even have the skill that they have. Half these fucking athletes, they all fucking a cocktail of steroids. That's the reason they can perform good. Take the steroids away from them, they can't even fucking probably shoot no damn jump shot or do shit. The fuck? Like, all these fucking, everyone's lame. The movies suck. Everything sucks in this fucking. And if you notice, like, all the movies nowadays, you notice how they need social media and they need content creators to boost the hype of all the entertainment that they release, like video games, movies. They need content creators to boost the hype, like that movie The Sinners with that stupid nigger, that Black Panther nigger. That movie's, if you look at the box office, like, everybody was talking about that movie. I didn't see that shit, but everybody was talking about that movie left and right. You would swear that movie was like a fucking hit, like Titanic or some shit. I'm like, damn, this movie must have made a lot of money. And fuck Titanic, but I'm talking about like how much money, because that movie would like made a lot of money, or like these Marvel movies, like Avengers. Like, I'm thinking like this movie made a lot of money, right? I look at the movie, it didn't even gross that much as I expected. But yet, that's all I hear people talking about is this fucking movie. And I'm thinking like that's all, like, it's like they have, like, it seemed like the content creators is what's making Hollywood actually more than what it is. Like, if it wasn't for content creators talking about this shit, Hollywood, or what they release, it wouldn't even be nothing. So this shows you that the content creators actually have more leverage are actually more entertaining than the actual movie. The only reason people went to go see The Sinners, it wasn't because of the plot or the movie. It was because how content creators were talking about the plot and correlating it with whatever the fuck they thought it meant. Whether it meant they thinking it was some type of like spiritual voodoo movie that black people getting our power back, the nigger conscious community, and then you will watch their channel and then you will go and see that, or somebody watch looking at it like, oh, it's the white man. They're trying to put some symbolism, so I have to see it. Like, and even then, that shit didn't even really work because if you look at the gross of the movie, how much it made, it didn't really make as much as what they was consider a very like a hit, like what they call blockbuster film. It didn't even make that much fucking money. Like I'm thinking this shit made probably over 100 million opening week, and it didn't even make that. Like, and even then, like some of the real hit movies, they make like over 200-300 million. But the way niggas is talking about it, you're thinking they would have made that. And I'm not talking about worldwide. I'm talking about like the weekend grossing for just the United States. If a movie doesn't hit at least 100 million weekend gross for just the United States on the first weekend, that's really not even a blockbuster. I'm not talking about worldwide because it's easy to hit those numbers. But when you're talking about like a real hit movie, usually once it hits like 100 million plus for the first weekend, so by Sunday, that shit's at 100 million, and that's just the United States, not counting the worldwide. That's a fucking global hit. That shit didn't even hit that. Ain't no movie really even hitting that shit, really. And most of the movies, like they have to put, this is why they have all these social media platforms and shit. Like they have all these content creators and they promote content creators to talk about certain shit so they can like give the movie hype. Like it's like free, it's promotion because nobody wants to go see that shit on their own volition because it's boring as fuck. Hollywood's boring. They're lame. So they need other people who actually have more creative ability to talk about it to like gas the movie up. Because a lot of people who went to go see that shit, they watched it based upon them being on social media and seeing other people watch it, and then people had an opinion about the movie, whether it is they thought it was black people being, I don't know what the fuck. Cause I don't know what the plot of the movie is. All I know is a bunch of niggers dressed up as a bunch of crackers, thinking that they're their own culture, but they're not. That's all I know, and not, just that alone didn't make me want to see it. So, but people wanted to go watch that movie for whatever reason. You guys gotta understand that, and it was because of what they heard other people on social media. So if it wasn't for social media, that movie would have gotten half the grossing because nobody would have had an incentive. The plot alone and just the cast isn't enough nowadays. They need something, a third party external source to gas up the energy so people can want to watch stupid shit or play dumbass video games that fucking are lame. Like they need some type of promotion. Cause that's really why. That's why all the, even like when you see a lot of advertisements. Remember back in the day where they had an advertisement for like, let's just say they had an advertisement for a pair of headphones, like Bose headphones. It will be a commercial and it will be like a 30-second commercial clip that you see on like the, when you watch the paid programming TV show, and it will be like a commercial break and they'll have a 30-second clip of Bose headphones and they'll show some person you don't know and they just start dancing. It's like, oh, get Bose headphones at your local retailer. Nowadays they don't do that. They just have a content creator talk about Bose headphones. And if you look at a lot of these companies, they rather give a sponsor to a content creator and have them talk about it, or even make a 30-second commercial of like a video like me talking about headphones and putting them on, and they rather have that as a commercial. They prefer that commercial over the traditional commercial that they had like 10-15 years ago that you watched on the, you don't see those old commercials because they look at them as it's too fake. So see, this is how they need the content creator, because if they make a regular commercial like they did 10-20 years ago, people look at it like it's fake. Like, who the fuck is this? It's like they're just shoving it down my neck. But when they have a content creator, even when you watch the YouTube ads and you see a lot of these commercials, they're like made in somebody's bedroom. And then like they're like traditional YouTube video commercials, but they're still advertising like a sponsor type shit. it shows you how like they're losing their power and energy, and like they need like content creators to fucking boost their shit because it's lame. Like their shit, all their shit is fucking lame. Nobody wants to watch it. That's why they pay all the hella money. They pay a lot of money on marketing to have people advertise their shit. So like it just showed you how all their content is weak ass shit, and that's because we're in the shift. Like it just even the way you look at shit is not the same no more. Like you watch the movie and the shit, like it's not like December back in the day when they used to drop a third eye symbolism in a movie. Everybody used to be like, "Oh, the Illuminati exists," and it used to be all mysterious. I remember when they dropped that shit like 2012, 2011. Motherfuckers will see like a fucking like even before those times, you'll see like a third eye, and people are like, "Ooh, the Masons, they're the Illuminati do it." Now, when they drop that shit, it seems like back then when they dropped it, it seemed like they knew something we didn't know. Now, when they drop it, it seems like they're doing it because they're watching us and they try to get like the energy changes. So like the symbolism doesn't even fucking work. This shit's fucking retarded. It's looked at as a fucking retarded. It's like they're trying so fucking hard. Like who the fuck like care? Like why are you putting this third eye? Like if anything, it looks fucking stupid. Like you're putting this third eye in a movie that has nothing to do with a fucking third eye. Why does every movie have to have a fucking third eye in it? They can just make the damn movie entertaining. I don't give a fuck about seeing no damn third eye. Like that's why none of the movies can be entertaining because if they make the movie entertaining, they have to sacrifice symbolism. If they make the movie have a lot of symbolism, then they sacrifice it being entertaining. And this is why all the movies suck because every movie and every video game has to have a Masonic blueprint of symbolism, of some order, of some war, of some fucking like some type of dumbass shit, or some type of like military cyber war, or like some fucking I don't know, just some dumbass type of shit. Like even the video games, they have the same shit of like some fucking like it's always about a war of like of a battle of the wars of the gods and this fucking entity or this ruling family class against this, but then they try to make it where like it's an aliens and monsters, but it's really like symbolism for like two fucking factions, or they have the whole factions or fucking guilds or some dumbass shit. You guys see that shit? They always do the guilds or factions or fucking just dumbass shit. Like it's the same fucking crap. Like they can't think of nothing else. It's boring as fuck. All the video games are like that. All the movies are like that. Some stupid shit. Like no one cares about that crap. But I hate. That's why I don't even like watching the movies anymore. Shit is lame. Shit is fucking lame. I had a fucking weird ass. I had a weird ass fucking dream. I had a dream. I was doing a live stream. I had like a fucking like I was in my house. I was in my house, right? And then I had like a fucking like some. I think it was like a prostitution ring or something. Or like a porn studio, and I was like operating it. And then I was doing a live stream, and two people were fucking in the back. And then and then you guys, I was like, get the fuck out the way, and I had to end the live stream. I had to end because you guys said like you guys seen two people fucking or some shit. And like I had to end the live stream. I just remembered I had a dream though. That shit was funny as fuck. I woke up in the morning just laughing my ass off. It's like I don't know, it was like a prostitution ring or some shit, and like there's people in there just fucking like, and I'm like doing a live, and I'm like telling people to keep it down and shit, and then like somebody got in the screen, and I ended the live because like I said, it was a weird shit. It's a weird fucking shit. But I'm gonna go ahead. I don't know. I might end this live shit. If anybody got any questions before I end this motherfucking shit.
That's why I feel like a lot of agents are in here because like the only Mysterio asked a question and then somebody else asked something. It wasn't even a fucking question, and that's something like a lot of agents must be in here because it's just weird. Like other people, they'll be like communicating and like I see other channels and shit. I'm not just talking about channels like bot channel. I'm talking about other channels I watch and shit. They'll be communicating, but my channel like only like nobody says shit. That's why I be thinking a lot of people in here be agents because it's kind of weird. Like they just watching just to see something negative. Like they're just fucking. But it is what it is. That's why I don't even really be on this bitch that much because I don't. It's just weird. If anything, I'm gonna start dealing with people in real life. I want to start dealing with people in real life, man. I'm not even when I start doing that, I'm not gonna be even documenting that shit on here too much. Cause I'm the type of person where like once I start getting my shit on, I don't like to disclose it. Like I got a Pisces in the 12th house, so I don't like to show the 12th house is like kind of it's like secretive in a way. It's like 12th house is Leo, and Leos like to be shown, and in conjuncts Pisces. So Leos like to be seen, but then Pisces at the end of the day, they're kind of the unseen, and they don't really like that. So my power and the shit that I do, like every time when like for example, I'll be down, like when I was really down, I'll be in a situation where I'll be down bad, and then motherfuckers will see I'm down bad. Then as I get up, I don't like to show people like that I'm up really. I like to just like show I like to conceal my power. I don't like to show people that I'm really up. That's just how I am. Like I'm the type of motherfucker like I can have a lot of money. I could be like a millionaire, but then just wear the same clothes. I don't need to show people. I don't like to show people my power and shit. So like that's why a lot of things I don't even really talk about because like you go look at me how you want to look at me. Like if anything, I want you to look at me like I don't have much or I'm this or whatever because I don't like to show my shit. So as I do things, the more I do, the more quiet I am. I don't like to like brag too much because deep down I know I'm more of a powerful spirit, and it kind of feel weird in a way when I feel like I'm shitting on somebody. Like I kind of feel weird in a way because I deep down I know like I'm more powerful and like it's like when you go to a second grader and you tell him, bitch, I know fucking algebra, I know how to fucking manipulate this, I know how to do this. But yet you like 28 years old, you 30 some years old, and you telling a second grader. I was like, yeah, you could shit on a second grader, but it feels like then that's how I feel with most people. Like I feel like I'm spiritually more evolved and intelligent than them, and I'm like, so it's like when it doesn't feel right when if anything, I look at like I need to help people. Like why do I need to shit on somebody or that I need to help people? Like if I have this intelligence or I have this wisdom or I have more know how than the average person, then I need to help them. Why would I want to fucking talk down upon them? Like that's how I look at it. So just got here. I'm not an agent. Yeah, there's a lot of agents do that be on here. There's a lot of agents that do be on here though, but yeah, ever since they were fucking with my channel, I don't trust this platform at all. I don't trust this platform at all. And remember that I was watching this fucking there was this live stream that this dude it was this content creator and he was a kind of a big content creator. He was talking about how like they're shadow banning him and I was watching his video and he got a snippet of a video where he was in a YouTube like the YouTube live stream where they were like asking questions from content creators. And then he asked the dude, "Do you guys do shadow banning?" And this stupid fat ass fucking cheese it eating cracker talking about, we don't do shadow banning. And like he's all just giving some bullshit responses, like bitch. First of all, nigga, like you're not even in control of YouTube and their algorithm. Like you're not in control of it, bitch. So like he was just telling some lie, like, oh, we don't do shadow banning, and we only shadow ban individual videos. We don't we don't shadow ban channels. It's like, bitch, yes you do, because if somebody does an individual video and they put it in a playlist with other videos that aren't shadow banned, then that's gonna fuck up the whole. That's what the content creator was saying. Like he was talking out his ass, but they have to like he was just so bullshitting because let me tell you there's layers to this shit. Like the people at YouTube who run it, like they're not like there's different layers to this shit. Like the people at YouTube, they're not really running it. Like they run it, some of them, but there's people who don't work at YouTube who run this shit. So it's like you can't tell me it because nigga, like you don't own YouTube, you don't own the internet, you don't own the technology YouTube runs. So you can't say that you're not shy, bitch. You don't know what the fuck's going on. Your fat ass doesn't know anything but what you're about to eat for dinner that night. So sit your fat ass, cracker eating ass up, because you're not telling anyone shit. Lying through his fucking fat ass teeth. So stupid ass nigga. We only ban individual videos. We don't ban channels. But yet, if I have a playlist and I put a video in a channel, then it's gonna ban all the videos in that channel because no one's gonna be able to access the playlist. Like, that's what the guy was saying, the content creator, and he was like, you could just tell the dude was just lying out of his mouth. And he's like, this shit was like, I don't even know why he even asked that question because like you're never gonna get like a straight answer, and like even the people that they put up there, that's not the people running YouTube. Like, why would you need to fucking be upfront talking about how you run game? Like, I don't need to negotiate with, like, why would you even ask YouTube that question? Like, that's just dumb. It's just asking a serial killer who just killed 20 people, why did he kill people? Like, bitch, you need to cut his fucking head off and get him out of society. Like, I'm not gonna negotiate and talk to you. Like, I know what you did and you need to be dealt with, and that's it. Or just, even if you don't deal with it, just, I know what's going on. Like, why would you even ask that question? But he asked a question and like they gave a bullshit response, and I'm like, because anybody who's intelligent, who's actually running the platform on a deep level, isn't going to be stupid enough to go on to go on and like be questioned. Like, why would you need to? You're already running the damn platform. It's however the fuck it said, however the fuck it goes. Is it how you say it goes? I don't need to explain shit. If anything, I'm gonna just put a puppet or a dumbass who doesn't know anything, like that fat ass cracker who doesn't know shit, and I'm gonna have him talk for me and tell you a stupid response. But they do shadow ban the fuck out of this shit. You trying to act like they don't shadow ban shit. We got people being shadow banned every day, motherfucker. Like, I don't need your fat ass explanation. You go on YouTube every day. It's like somebody saying that it doesn't rain and giving me an explanation that it never rained in existence. But yet we see that fucking every year, every few months it rains and it's wet. And we have videos on YouTube. We've had people with their experiences in life that seen it rain. You've seen it rain. I seen it rain. So how can anybody say that it's never fucking rain? That's what this idiots sound like. Oh, we don't shadow ban, where it's clear as the fucking day that people are shadow banned every day. People are going through it right now. Like, there's no debunking that. So don't say that that doesn't happen. It does fucking happen. Like, there's no explanation for it. But they have to answer it like that to just like kind of, because there's a lot of dumbass people who believe the narrative, so they have to cater to those dumbass people. It's crazy. Yeah, I better probably. I gotta take a fucking piss. uh, the last time I was asking you about why you fuck with Africans because I went there and I got little. I'm half African. That's why I fuck with Africa because I'm from there. Half like well, my dad's from there, so I'm half African. He said you. I don't think you went there. You got demons on you. Like you gotta explain your question more. He said it's because I went there and now I got little demons. You say you pissed there. You say you pissed somebody off and you got demons on you. Probably just you probably had a bad experience. So that's all it really is. You just had a bad experience. I don't think you got demons on you. Yeah, Africa. I've been to Africa before. It's a nice area. Like I actually to be up. I've been thinking about kind of wanting to move back down there, but I want to move back down there when I'm in a like a good stable position. Like I'm not those niggas who just want to go fucking move out the country. Like a lot of these niggas are stupid. They'd be like wanting to go move out the country and they don't have no money to move out. Like if you're in a situation where you're not like doing like when I say money, like you got some real money to live good out there or you don't have something going on that's producing some type of income, why would you go to a third world country? You dumb as fuck. Even though I don't like America. Like I like the fact that if I need something, I can go and steal some shit. I can go hustle. I can go do whatever I need to do. You can't do shit like that in other countries. Other countries are broke as fuck. Ain't nobody. You can't really do no hustles out there. You gotta have money coming into that country because everyone like the country is so poor. There's really no opportunity in that country. At least in America, there's a lot of rich people you could fucking scam and get over on. You can steal from a lot of rich fucking the wealth. You can drain from the wealth in America. That's what a lot of people they go. One thing I looked at in the U.S. A lot of people say, "Oh, I hate America." I looked at it like America in a way is good because I could like. There's a lot of rich people here, especially like this is where I like when I look. I always look at stuff from a certain perspective. Like I'll look at like the certain gang members when I watch these gang vlogs, and I know it's the gangs that are like in L.A., New York, Atlanta, even Atlanta a little bit, but mainly LA, New York, those gangs have a lot of money. They look more like wealthier compared to the gangs like in Alabama or like Minnesota. I'm not saying they don't have money out there, but when you go to like California, LA, or even Bay Area, New York City, New Jersey, Chicago, the places that are like have a lot of density population, those gangs look wealthier because there's a lot of rich people there, and gangs they leech off the rich. They commit a lot of crime. So like in LA, there's a lot of rich people in LA. So when you go down there, a lot of people there's a lot of rich people to rob. There's millions of people there, a lot of wealth, a lot of different schemes and things. So if you're a criminal, you could drain the wealth there and take the money. So that's why they look more flossier versus you go to the other places where there's less wealth. It's less really. You see what I'm saying? So I looked at like America, like you could if you're down bad you can if you know how to maneuver you can get some money and come up without even really needing to work these 9 to 5s because there's a lot of wealth and money here that you can just leech off of and drain and get yourself up to a good position and start yourself from scratch if you know how to really maneuver around. So that's how I always looked at it from a perspective. If you're down bad, so I looked at like no one can really be that down bad in America unless you're just very stupid and you're just dumb. Like if you don't have a certain mentality and you're just very dumb and stupid, then I can see you being like dirt broke in the U.S. At least right now. In the future, maybe they make it worse. But as of like right now, especially last 10, 15 years, there's no way you should have been like dirt poor in America. You should at least have at least 1,000 on you at all times because at least 1,000 of the bank minimum at all times easily because there's so many ways to make money legally and illegally. If you think about it, I don't even let's just say like you, you guys know what I'm saying, but there's a lot of ways like you can easily make some money legally and illegally. And I'm not even to the point where it's something risky where you're gonna get caught. A lot of these things you can do and it's not even risky. It's just very easy to get to. I'm not saying you'll be rich, but you could get something. So I don't. That's why I always complain. Like when I see people say, "Oh, because at least in the U, when you go to a third world country, your ass can't do a lot of that shit." Because first of all, A lot of these third world countries, they don't got shit. And the little shit that they do have, they have to secure because there's not that much. And the way it's structured and the way it's set up, that's why when you go to like Philippines and shit, you go to the stores, they got like a fucking armed security because the way the country is set up, so many people are so down bad, they're so desperate, they have to have those guards. Otherwise, niggas will come up in there and just get a machete and chop your head off and take whatever's in the store. People in America don't need to do that because they didn't structure the economy as bad over here because a lot of people they complain about America having work-life balance and oh we have to work 20 hours a week and we don't have work life balance, but you got to understand like there's a good and bad to everything. When you have a lot of work life balance, it creates a system where there's a lot of wealth and there's a lot of you can if you decide to do certain things, especially in the underworld, you can attain that wealth more versus if you're in a country where it's like a third world country, like you go to like one of these countries like Philippines, there's a lot of people who work, who like they chill, they relax, and you may say the life is more slower out there, but yet look at how the infrastructure looks, look how the country looks. It looks like a shithole compared to America. There's a rich and there's wealth there, but it's very small and it's hard to get it compared to out here. When you go work out there at a regular job, you're making probably like $100 a month, if that. Versus out here, if you're able to land something, you're making $2,000 a month. Yeah, the rent and shit is more, but it has to be more in a way. But even if you know how to play it, like there's ways to get more wealth and come up more than you go to these other countries. And the reason for that is because you have so many people working 40 hours a week. You got so many slaves here miserable working, so they're able to create this wealth. So if you can tap into it and get in and get out, you can get something from it. These other countries, they don't have a lot of that wealth because the people there and aren't as productive. I don't want to say productive as a good thing because all of it's bullshit, but just for this, they don't really do as much, so therefore it shows in their system. This is why like Japan is so advanced compared to America, but yet the suicide rate is so high. And like I saw this video and they said there's this gas station in Japan where when you go there, the fucking the guy will pump your gas for you and he fucking salutes you and bows to you and he pumps the gas at a certain angle. And or when when they go to a store, they fold the clothes up at a certain degree and then they have to bow after. Like they do so much shit, and I'm like, that's why they're so depressed and they're so stressed because the culture there is they have to have everything perfect and we have to be working 24/7. And the good thing of that is the infrastructure and the technology and shit looks good, but then the negative is everyone's suicidal as fuck. Versus you go to a third world country, the infrastructure looks like shit, but people have their sanity. And I'm not saying that the system has to be like that because you can create it where people have their sanity and the infrastructure is good, but talking just based upon how this system is set up, that's how it goes. That's how it really goes. So it's like that's how I look at it. Like you just gotta look at the good in something, and because we in this world, and don't look at how like always look at it like what you can get from something. Like because you have to live in this world. Like for example, 10 years ago, all you guys were complaining about being in America. But if 10 years ago you would have done something and try to like transmute the energy, you could have got something from it while still having to live in this shit because it's 10 years later you still living in this shit and it's worse. But in 10 years ago, a lot of things you could have done 10 years ago, you probably can't even do as much now, or it's probably a lot harder because shit is changing. So it's like you gotta like just always be like a fucking an alchemist in your environment. I hate that word alchemist. That shit sounds so damn Masonic. Just be like I always take what you can within your environment and try to utilize it to the best of your ability. You always want to do that within any environment you go to. Because you can always, there's always a good and a positive to everything. Yeah. But I think I'm gonna end this live stream, guys. Kind of don't want to end it. I like going live because I haven't been live in a minute. I don't know when's the next time I'm gonna go live, so I'm like, let me just fuck it, just go live for a minute. But yeah, I don't know. I like going live. I don't. Not really. Like actually, I right today. I felt like going live. That's why I went live with you guys. 'Cause I felt like going right now. But yeah, I'll probably come online in a couple days or so. Next time I come on, I'll drop the link. Anybody wants to join. I just didn't feel like talk. I didn't feel like I didn't feel like joining today or having anyone join. But maybe next time if I'm feeling it. Yeah, yeah, that's another thing I want to talk about. I'm gonna be starting a fast Friday night. I'm gonna make a post on my YouTube if anybody wants to join, and I'm gonna be doing this fast for a long period of time. I'm gonna be doing this fast for a long period of time, and yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, I'm gonna start on Friday night, May 2nd. I'm gonna start, and then I don't know how long I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go whenever, like, and like I said, I don't even like to call it fasting no more. Like the beginning of my video, I don't like to call it fasting. Um, is not it's not fasting is losing weight, getting hungry, and feeling weak. I'm not saying you won't have those experiences, but after a certain period of time, less than a year, probably around 6 months, that shit should be gone. The hunger, that's gonna probably the hunger should get to the point where it's getting tamer. Because what's really gonna eliminate the hunger is meditation and or what they call meditation, but that's just being a human. That's gonna take kind of like a few. It may take some time. Some people sooner than others, but it should at least get very tame to the point where just like you feel like you know, it's when you feel like you haven't eaten all day. You're not like starving, but you just know you can eat, but you can hold off. That's how it should feel like once you get to like day 9, 10, 11. Once you start getting the energy, you used to start feeling it a lot later. So fasting is it shouldn't that the feelings you get from fasting shouldn't hold you off that long. It should eventually that shit should subside if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, being a human, being a spirit in a human body, having this experience. Like I don't want to keep making it too hard because once I start saying meditation, you start to think like, oh, it's something that I have to go and do that like that you something because we all should know how to meditate from birth. You all should know how to breathe. We all should know all of this shit is like energy work. But since we grew up in this fucking system in this society, you haven't been taught this shit. You've been miseducated with a bunch of bullshit. So this is why I said like they even have them to have PE, physical education. Everyone keeps talking about how like because history it was a lie, science it was a lie, mathematics in certain cases it was a lie. So we already know history was a lie. The history what they told you was fake. Science what they tell you is science and astrology and astronomy. They told you astronomy. They didn't teach you astrology. Everything is a it's like a piggyback of what's real, but they morph it into something fake. So then we have PE, physical education. Physical education, it was supposed to be learning about the physical body, education about the physical. So that's about breathing, what they call qigong, all of this shit. That's physical stuff. What they call meditation, that was supposed to be what you were supposed to be learning in PE. But since they don't want to teach you that because it's going to give you your power, you think these things are something that is something out there where it's this is just physical education, qigong, breath work, all of that is stuff we should have learned like at a young age, like basic mechanism and components to how the body works. When you regulate the nervous system, where they call it vagus nerve, when they call that energy that goes to the body that can regulate and you controls your emotions, your desires and your traumas and all, where that shit is stored. When you learn, when you have the right physical education, you know how to regulate all the traumas, all the hunger, the pains, even your desires, all of that's stored in the nerves. And when you regulate it through what they call meditation, which is actually just physical education, then you're able to control all that. And that's common sense. Like we breathe every day. When you breathe, when you're underwater and you're like needing to take a breath of air, and then when you finally get your head above water, you start breathing, it feels good and you feel more relaxed. So when you do breath work, you're feeling more relaxed. It's because you're breathing in more of that air. This motherfucker's smoking. God damn. That smoke is coming through my fucking window. The fuck? Stupid. It's like this bitch ass nigga's like smoking and blowing it out his window. Damn. I can't be smelling that shit. Because when you go on these long extended like so-called fasts, when you don't eat, you have they even like the breatharians, they will tell you that you have like there's one breatharian page. He says if anytime you go on an extended fast over 7 days, go and stay in nature. Be out in nature. And he is 100% right. Because when I was on day 9 of my fast, this motherfucking bastard, this homeless bum ass bitch ass nigga, he was smoking a funky ass cigarette. I breathed that shit in. I breathed that shit in, and I inhaled that shit in. Whatever the fuck you want to say, and that shit fucked my shit up, man. Like I felt the toxins even more because when you're on a fast, when you go in a fast for over 7 days, be very careful what what you're breathing in. I would suggest any fast over 7 days. I'm not saying don't go outside, but if you go outside, try to go out in a clean environment. Don't just go into no dirty city. And if you do, be very careful because if you breathe in certain shit, your body is in a very hyper sensitive state. So you're gonna be able to breathe. When you breathe in some cigarette smoke, your body's gonna absorb it more because you're in a very cleansed state and you can take it more, so it's gonna affect you more. So I felt really had a headache the whole day. I felt nauseated. I had to end my fast. This was like a couple months ago when I was on a 9-day fast before I moved out here. That bitch ass nigga ended my well, I don't want to say because I should have kept going, so I'm not gonna put the blame. Nobody has that much power to fuck my shit up, but I can kind of tell it was some warfare because I was on day 9 and I was feeling good, and then that shit happened. And the thing is though, when it happened like I wasn't supposed to be doing something. It had nothing to do with fasting or eating, but there was something I wasn't supposed to be doing, and me doing that particular thing kind of like if I wasn't doing what I had no business doing, I wouldn't have been at that location to inhale that smoke. So that was the universe telling me, why did you go there? And it didn't have nothing to do with me eating or food or nothing. It was something completely different. So, like, I feel like I should have just. So, if you guys can be out in nature, be out in a clean environment. If you have to be in the house, get you an air purifier. This is a cheap one for $40. I stole this shit at Walgreens. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get a better one, but I don't really want to like waste my money on a fucking like because I don't like I'm trying to go more minimalist. Like I'm not trying to waste my money on shit I don't need. So I'm not trying to waste my money on shit I don't need. So just try to stay indoors, or if you're gonna go outside, go to like a park. Go somewhere where it's cleansed. Try to stay away from city if you can. The only reason I said that this city has a lot of people that smoke cigarettes and a lot of like just dirty air. Like if you smell like if it's like fucking like I'm not saying every smoke, but like this cigarette smoke, just be very careful because that shit because that secondhand smoke, when you are in an extended fast state and you smell some cigarette smoke, it's just like you inhaling it because your body is so cleansed. So you breathing it in is no different than you inhaling it. So you get the same feeling, like the same when I smoked a cigarette like years ago, because I used to smoke cigarettes like just every now and then. I had the same feeling just from me sniffing with the guy, and I felt like I just inhaled a cigarette on a fast, and I felt sick like fuck. And I was like, okay, I have to be careful. So anytime you guys go on an extended fast, I'll say over 6 to 7 days, and the higher you get, like once you get to like 8, 9, 10, you go higher, you got to be extremely very careful what you're inhaling in your body. Like, don't just breathe anything in. Don't just consume anything. Like even when you break your fast, make sure you're consuming. If you're gonna eat something pure. If you're gonna eat, try to eat organic as pure as possible. Don't just break your fast with like some Doritos or some shit. If you want some type of chips, get like at least some organic chip or something, or eat something that's healthy and organic. If you want to eat something heavy, I'll suggest not eating anything heavy. But I know some of you guys may just have a craving, say fuck it, I want to eat something heavy, and I'm gonna just tell you guys don't. But I've been there, so sometimes it's hard. But if you can help it, try to eat some fruit, and if you have to eat something heavy, eat healthy junk food. Eat something that's organic, that's more pure. Don't just eat like some fucking like some McDonald's or some fast food. Say the hell that fast food, the Kimmel, that shit will fuck you up. He said, "Who the hell are you? I'm your fucking mama. I'm your ugly ass, fat ass mama." I'm hearing you seeing this literally straight up to brush attack. Oh no. What did you do in Africa? Did you like do a type of ritual, or did you try to get like some voodoo done on you, or like you went to like those shaman priests, or you just went there for fun? Because maybe if you went to those shaman priests, maybe something happened, but I don't know. Maybe it was just some of your mental illness that you have been going on or something. Or just know that you're in control of whatever's going on with you. You have everything you need to get rid of it. You're not doomed. You're not fucked. You have everything you need. So whatever you need, you can get rid of it. If I were you, I would start doing some like grounding exercise, like breath work, meditation, yoga, fast, cleanse. Focus on getting your health better. Yoga, fasting, cleansing, qigong, breath work. Make it a lifestyle. Do it consistently daily. I'll say try that and try to yeah, I don't know. Like, a lot of times, mental illness, if it festers in the body and you don't feel it, and there's certain events can bring it up. Maybe you did a meditation. Cause what I think happened was I know because I went through something like what you went through back in 2019. I'm not sure if this is the same thing, but I remember I was like going through. I was going to yoga. I started doing I was going to the chiropractor, and I remember one day all of a sudden, you said you started. I started to like. I know what you're talking about because I went through the same shit back in 2019. Like all of a sudden, I went to the chiropractor. I got a neck adjustment, and then I remember I came home, and every time I close my eyes, I'll see some type of monster or some weird like just some demonic shit. Like, and then you just have certain thoughts in your brain that you can't that is I know what you're talking about. That is because it's a blockage. You got to remove that. It has nothing to do with the demons or the monsters. Like, look at it like the demon and the monsters is you not doing what you're supposed to do to heal. There's something. Fuck the monsters, demons talking to you. Look at it like there's something that you need to do right now. Once you do that, then it's gonna go away. Don't focus on what's happening. Focus on what you can do. So start thinking about what you can do to get rid of that. because you just thinking about, oh, I'm to have these thoughts in my brain, and that's not going to get you nowhere but just stressed out, and you're still going to have the thoughts. We're trying to get rid of the thoughts. You're not trying to keep them and just keep thinking about them and entertaining them. You're trying to get rid of it. So from now on, what you need to do is every second and minute, if you can help it, make it towards how I'm going to get rid of this, and start doing the things to get rid of it. I gave you some things you can try, but there is a way to get rid of it. Don't think there isn't, and don't dwell upon what's happening. Get rid of it, because it's there for you to get rid of. It's a test. It's not just there to beat you down. Like I said, this man-made system is rigged against you. Life is rigged for you. Life comes above the system, so there's nothing that can happen that can take you out. So life is rigged for you. It's built for you to win. So anything happening in your life, which is natural, is you can transmute it. Anything that you think is out of your control, that's not life. That's the system. That's something that's not important. That's not natural. Because the devil is what you can't control and what's limited. What's righteous is what you can control and what you can get rid of. So always keep that in mind. You keep saying it's not coming from, or I was fine before this. Like you keep trying to you're trying to pinpoint what happened. No, it doesn't matter what happened and what the fuck it is. Just worry about getting yourself into a better state of being. It doesn't matter where it came from. It doesn't matter how you got it, or I had it before I went to Africa. What matters right now is how you can get rid of it, and that's what you need to be thinking about. Because once you get rid of it, then you'll realize how you got it. The moment you get rid of it, you'll realize every single thing of how it came and everything. You'll have clarity. That's what they have, clarity. You said it's not coming from you. Like it is coming from you, because I'm not experiencing it. No one else is experiencing it. Everyone will be experiencing it if it wasn't coming from you. You see what I'm saying? Like everyone, it's coming from you. It's your mind. It's something that you have to work on. Like you got to get rid. You can't say you're not attached to it, or it's nothing to do with you or nothing, because it's happening to you. Even if you want to just say okay, something gave it to you, you have the right, you have the ability to get rid of it, regardless of it if it's you or if it's not you. It doesn't matter. It matters that you need to get rid of it, and like I said, what helped me get rid of what, because I know what you're talking about. Like you have certain instances where it just you think it's something external, like something's attacking you or something's playing game. Like you're having these, they call schizophrenic episodes, or it's like you're hearing voices or saying shit. That's not what it is. That you got to get rid of that shit. You got to get rid of it. And how I got rid of it was by doing yoga, qigong, yoga specifically. Because you have, what I'm thinking is I can only tell you what I went through and what helped me get through it. And hopefully that works for you. When I was going through that, shout out to Robert Hanley. He was good with it. What I went through, I went through hearing voices. I went through having certain phobias and fears. And how I was able to manage that and get rid of that was by doing yoga. And it wasn't the yoga per se. It was, I was removing blockages. So I don't even want to, because if I say yoga, people go, oh, yoga can't fix. I was removing blockages. I had a blockage in me. Sometimes events in life, because you may say before you went to Africa you didn't have it, but before you went to Africa you did have it. It's just it wasn't festering up. You can't say you don't have something but then have it later. You just didn't know you didn't have it. You had it in you, within you, and it was something that needed to be dealt with. You didn't deal with it, so it came to the surface for you to have to deal with it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not understanding. Like, who cares? Like, the thing is, who cares if it's whatever you want to say is an entity. First of all, if you didn't know the English language, you wouldn't even call it an entity. You wouldn't even know what it is. You would just think it's your own mind. Since we have this English language, you're lost in all these words and shit. Don't get lost in all these man-made words. That's why like a lot of you gotta like think outside the box. Like don't get lost in all that. Like you have to. The thing is though, okay, even if it isn't, let's just say it's an entity. Okay, what are you gonna say? Like since it's an entity, that means you can't get rid of it. It's stuck with you. Are you trying to convince me that there's nothing you can do? Because I'm trying to help you and tell you that you can get rid of it. And you keep telling me it's an entity. You keep telling you it's not normal, it's not this, it's not that, and you're telling me what it is and what it isn't. None of that fucking matters. What matters is that you don't want to experience this feeling no more. That's what matters. And if you, what are you gonna say? Oh, I can't get rid of it. Then if you can't get rid of it, why you even ask me? Why just live with it and just be like it? Nothing you could do then if you believe that. But I'm telling you, there is something you could do. So you have to just get out your ego, your mind, and you stop thinking too deep about it. Who gives a fuck if it's an entity or not an entity? That's all what you think. That's not what it is. Because you think it's an entity. This is you think it's not this, and you think it isn't normal. That's just your thoughts. It doesn't mean it's reality. I'm trying to tell you what you think and what you, because if you knew so much about what it was, you would know how to get rid of it. But the fact that you're asking me about what it is and what it isn't, and you're thinking about what you're in a confused state, shows you that you don't know what's going on. Because if you knew really what was going on, you would know how to get rid of it. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, because if you knew so much about it, or what you like, if you knew all this shit about it, if it's an entity, you should know how to get rid of it. But the thing is, though, like, yeah, you can have an entity remover, and they you can create you are the entity remover. Don't think that there's something that you're going through that you can't help and deal with from yourself. There's some you can deal with that yourself. I know what you're talking about though, because I went through something like that. Like you're going through a phase where you have to get rid of that shit. Like you think something's attacking you or something, like you're just lost in your own mind, and like things are like. I know what you talk. I know what you're talking about because I went through some of that shit back in 2019. Like it was some weird shit, and it was like it's like you can't control your mind in a way, and it feels like it's something that's outside of you, but it isn't. It is. It's within you, but you can deal with that. You can get rid of that. I feel like it's a blockage that you need to that's manifesting as some type of mental illness. It's a mental illness because your mind is not right. So mental illness. So I'm not saying it as like, oh, you're mentally ill. I'm saying it's literally physically like you're having an illness with your mind. Your mind isn't working like you want it to work. But you can't get rid of it. You can't. What I'll tell you is to do what I told you. Do a lot of breath work, meditations, or yoga specifically. You gotta like just take it fasting, and when you do this, you'll notice it will diminish. It should go down. It's gonna go down. It'll gradually go down. It won't go away overnight, but maybe it will. But usually, how it works is gradually it gets dimmer, and then you're able to mark it, and then it disappears. It's not like because I'm thinking you're going through the same thing I went through back in 2019. I went through like it was a whole. I know exact like it was like I went through some. I don't even really want to even talk about it because it was really fucking like really. I don't even like speaking about that shit. But I'll probably make a video about it. But I kind of know what you. I could kind of like because when you said that, it reminded me back when in 2019 when I went through that. Like I was going through like a mental crisis where I was lost in my mind, really on some like mental ill because I had a lot of mental illness growing up, like depression, anxiety, and my mental illness was extremely bad. So that manifested as in part of my because I went. It was a different levels of healing. Like back in 2012, I was going through so much mental illness, and then 2015, I started healing, and then I got rid of certain blockages. Then 2019 came. It was like I opened up a door, but it wasn't like it was bad. It was like a different stage of my healing. So I had there's certain things I had to release. And then when I got to 2019 and I went through that, it wasn't like I got sick or I got mentally ill. It was like I was going through another stepping stone through my like metamorphosis, and just it's like it was a test. It wasn't like I was sick or whatever. It was like a test. So what you're going through, it's a test. It's not something that's attacking you. It's something that's it's there for you to get rid of and heal. Yeah, but shout out to Robert Hanley. I need the system to fall through by the end of this year. Shit, I don't even know. I don't know. Hopefully it does, to be honest, but I don't know. The way I look at the way life is going right now, I know something's gonna change by the end of this year. It has to. I'm not looking at when I say the system's gonna end. I'm not looking at it like the government and the economy and all. I'm not looking at that because that shit. Whenever that happens, it happens. I don't know about that, but what I can tell you is the shift is getting deeper and it's getting more potent. And when the shift gets more potent, the systems they have to change. The life has to change. It has to. It can't just stay. So it will change as a result of the shift. And by the end of this year, we're gonna be knee deep in this fucking shift. Because you already see how fast the days are going by quick. It's already 1 a.m. The time is just accelerating like fucking crazy. Like I wake up in the morning and it's already like 3 in the afternoon. Like we at a different time where he's like, I'm tired. Like that's a lot of people are tired, especially if you're working at these 9 to 5 jobs. I told you guys like back in the day, set yourselves up where you don't have to work so many hours. I'm not telling you guys to not work, but try to cut your hours or try to work less, or if you can, like try to cut one. Like you need to be working smarter, not harder. If you are going to work a 9 to 5, work to get money, and then use your money to put yourself in a position where you don't need to work no more. A lot of you guys don't even need to be even worrying about money. Some people need to be worrying about money. A lot of you guys, especially the ones who have gravitated to my channel, a lot of you guys, all you have to do is focus on self-healing, and then you will get everything you need. I'm not going to speak for everyone, but don't think just because you see somebody else out there working 10 jobs and they tell you you got to work 10 jobs, and that's what they probably have to do. You may not need to fucking do that shit. You may not even need to do that. You may not even need to do that shit. You may just need to take care of your health, take care of your mind, get your spirit right. Do these meditations. Once you get your mind in a certain, once you really could release these blockages. Like when I tell you guys to fast, do qigong and meditations, I'm not just telling you just to take care of your health, because I'm telling you do this to get your mind right. Because when you do this for a long period of time, your mind changes, and when your mind changes, how you see reality changes. And when you see reality different things start happening to you effortlessly. Like you don't have to, like, opportunities come up where they put you in a situation where you're straight, you're good. I'm not gonna tell you how it happens, because everybody's life is different, and don't even think like it shit happens. It will happen. One way or another, something's gonna happen. It's gonna make you where you don't even have to put as much work in. You sitting here thinking like, "Well, I gotta do this, I gotta do this," and you're thinking like about your life, like, "Oh, in about 5 years, I want to have my own house. I want to have my own this. I want to have this. I want to create this, and I want to be accomplished this." But if you just do what you're supposed to do, you probably could have that shit in 5 months. You think it's so far ahead because we're in a different shift. What you think you got to get in like 10 years, you could get that shit in a year if you on the frequency doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you stay consistent with it. You can get that shit within a year, 6 months. You be like, how the fuck? Because once you do these practices, eventually you're gonna notice your mind starts shifting slowly but surely, and then once that shift and things are gonna start happening to you in your reality, and then you're gonna be able to get so much done. It's like you getting, it's like you fucking Like they have a shovel. You have your hand. You have a shovel, and then you have the construction fucking machine that picks up dirt. You trying to shovel a hole 100 feet hole. You trying to dig a hole 100 feet hole with your hand, but you're not knowing that you have other tools. You have a shovel. You have a construction tool that can dig 100 feet tool like in about 2 minutes, but you want to do it with your hand. So this is what you guys are doing. You're not working smarter. You're working harder. All you have to do, the hard work you have to do is sacrifice. Like a lot of you niggas probably got something you got to sacrifice, whatever it is you like doing. Maybe it's you like to watch too much porn, or you waste too much time. You eat unhealthy. You need to be healthier. You're not doing enough meditation, but it's hard for you to do it because it doesn't feel good. You want to feel relaxed. You want to have fun, but you need to sacrifice something. And then when you sacrifice that thing, then everything works effortlessly. You got like this. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, we got everybody joining it live. Yeah, I gotta call in next time and explain. I already had gotten rid of all. Okay, call in next time. And next time I come on, I'm gonna do a live stream in a couple of days, and you come on and you just explain. But yeah, so I'll be able to understand more. Well, when I say the system, man, like I don't know, because the way when I look at the people though, like most people are very asleep right now. If the system does collapse, I don't think it's gonna be good for a lot of people though. I don't think, because think about, like, if the elite go down, a lot of people are going down with them. There are a lot of people that still believe in their system, and I don't even think they're gonna be going down like that, because who's gonna bring them down? Like when I say this, the system's going down, I say it like they're just gonna start implementing a lot of bullshit, and like because the system is predicated on the people. If people don't wake up, who's gonna like? There's no god or no entity or no magic who's gonna create karma to stop people. And even if there is something like that, it's not just the elite that are going down, it's the people who support the elite. Because you guys look at it like the universe doesn't look at people, and they look at a group of people. They don't look at it's the elite, or they're bad and they're taking over people. They're gonna deal with their karma, but that's down the line. But in terms of like people who help the system, the police, the judges, the people who turn off the light bill when you don't pay your light bills, those are accomplices. It's not just the elite doing it. So you got to understand, like, if the system collapses, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to go down with it, because a lot of people are going to fight to keep the system up. There's people who will fight to keep the system up. The agents, they created this shit, but there's going to be people that fight to keep it up, and they're going to go down with it. So if this system collapses, there's going to be a lot of people that go down with it. What's good with it, Jay? Yeah, I'm about to. Man, I'm getting kind of tired. Yeah. Like you guys, it's funny how you guys came in right at the end. I was on for 3 hours, and then Robert Hanley, Jay Vance, all you guys came at the end. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I'm just chilling right now. You say you're not getting me. Yeah, you're gonna have to call in next time. Cause you saying you got spirits attacked onto you in Africa. Like, cause you probably thinking that like you think somebody put the spirit on you, or you going to Africa is what made you have the spirit. I don't agree with that. I think it was already within you, and then you going to Africa probably activated it. And even if something, cause like it doesn't even matter how you got it. It just matters like what you're trying to that you need to get rid of it. That you want to get rid of it. That's all that matters. So, but you just call in and explain next time, because I don't know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, if you've been joining, it's funny because I've been on for 3 hours and you just came online too. That's the funny thing. Yeah, I hate the way this fucking StreamYard did this shit. Damn, man. I'm getting kind of tired. It's a 3 hour live stream. It's crazy. Damn. Like I fell asleep. That's funny. Yeah, I'm about to fall my ass to sleep too. I'm about to be starting a fast, like I said on Friday. I'm gonna make a post. I'm gonna make a post on Friday night, telling you guys I'm gonna start it, and then when I end it, because I want to start doing these fasts with you guys so I can hold myself accountable more. So I'm gonna tell you guys when I start it, and if I end it, I'm gonna let you guys know I end it. So I'm gonna keep that routine up. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that for doing my fast. Cause I need to stay more accountable and consistent with my shit. Just saw the notification. He's 100% good. It's going good. Yeah, it's going pretty good. And yeah, I've been kind of slacking on my breath work. I've been getting my fasting in though. The breath work, that's something I need to be more focused on doing that shit. But I was kind of slacking on my breath work. I always get my yoga stretching though. I never forget my yoga stretch. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end this live stream. I'm fucking tired now. This shit's crazy. I'm gonna take a picture real quick. But he said eating food is demonic. I want to say it's demonic. It just because some people they gotta eat. It depends on for you. Like for me, it is demonic. Like, eating food for me is demonic. But I won't say for everyone. It is what it just. But it isn't good for you. It's not hell. It's not what they make it seem to be. Eating food is all an addiction. Because most people don't even eat healthy food. They eat fucking like chips and all this shit, which there's nothing wrong with it, but you can't tell me that, oh, you need food, but then you never eat fruit and vegetables. You're just a hypocrite. That's what I'll probably say food is demonic, is if you're just eating garbage and shit. But like I said, like it just depends on the person. Some people they can eat garbage. And it's not that's what they can do, and it's not really I don't want to say they can't because ain't nobody because it catches up to everyone, but I don't really worry about what other people do. I look at what's demonic for me. Where you at in the South? I'm in around the Atlanta area. Yeah, I don't like the South at all. I miss the West Coast. I do not like the South. I can see why it's cheaper to live out here. You get what you pay for. To be honest, if I had the money and I was really like wealthy and rich like that, I would pay an extra 2 grand just to live in a nice area. Even if the place was smaller, I would because it's worth it. The food is horrible. I hate the that's the only thing I like about the South is the food is horrible. Because now I haven't. I used to like go out and eat out a lot back in that where I was at. I don't even eat out that much. I haven't ate out fucking for like a month. It's the longest I haven't ate out anywhere. Because usually when I end my fast and shit, I'll go out, I eat out and shit and do like my thing. But I don't eat out no more. I don't because all the restaurants. I don't trust the food out here. Like it's not that I don't trust it. It's just I don't like the food out here. Like The food out here just doesn't taste the same. Like the Mexican food is horrible. It's horrible. All the food is not good. It's like the quality of it, at least for me, I don't like it. It's horrible. But which is a good thing because like now it's like I'm actually eating more healthier. I'm cooking my shit. I'm eating more vegetables, fruits, and when I do in my fast, it's easier for me to do my fast. I don't have to think about because before when I used to do my fast, I'd be like, oh, I want to eat at this restaurant. I don't do any of that shit no more because I don't. There's nothing I fucking like over here. It's fucking all the restaurants are horrible. Like anytime I eat anything here, I have to cook my own shit. Yeah, the food here is horrible, man. But it's a good thing though. It's good because like I don't need it. I actually think the spirit moved me out. It moved me. It moved me. It put me here for a reason. Because the only reason I didn't even want to come out to the south. But I remember I told you I woke up one morning and it told me like I had a voice just told me to come back to go to get out of there. Like I had to get out, and I had like two run-ins with the police like within like 6 month period. I had like two run-ins with the police, and they were like near almost like it was really bad. Like I had shit in my car, and if they seen it, it would have just been like yeah. So I had to get out of there because every day I was like staying there. I was just fucking nervous as fuck, and I was like, it was a problem. I couldn't be there. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the only reason I got out of there because I move on the spirit. I would have, my ass still would have been there because I could have came over here months ago, but then I just didn't want to. But then a voice told me that get your ass up out of there. You need to leave. And so once I heard that, the next couple of days I left and I drove my ass. That's why you guys see me just get up and leave and take that road trip because that voice had told me to get the fuck up out of there. So I got out. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I wouldn't even have been over here. I would have still been over there. But I felt like I needed to leave anyways because I had that run in with the police and that shit scared the fuck out of me. And I was like, okay, I'm not doing this no more. I was like, I'm okay. I can't keep living my life like this and shit. Because it wasn't even like, because it wasn't even that it was a police. It's just I had a lot of shit in my vehicle. And like the place that I was staying at, I couldn't just leave it in the house, so I had to keep it in my car. And if the police see my shit, it wasn't drugs or nothing, but it just like I don't really want to get into it. Yeah, and then like if they would have caught me, it would have been yeah. And then bitch, and I got a fucking ticket out here. I have to pay $70 to this stupid motherfuckers, because I ran a red light and they fucking got my license plate. So I had to pay $70, and I wasn't even gonna pay it, but it's like it was if I didn't pay it, they would have fucked with my registration. And if I don't get that shit registered, because my other car, I owe like $700 in registration fees, and like this car, I don't owe nothing in registration, only the amount that I owe, and I'm not trying to get this fucking shit ran up. Because once that shit gets past like 300, 400, 300, I'm not paying that shit off. Like, and I don't want like this is a good car, so yeah, people be eating horrible food. They be eating chitlins and shit, like fucking pig, fucking ankle, asshole, and all that other crap, and they think it's real delicacy. Yeah, I don't like the food out here. I got fucking food poisoning last week. I ate some fish at the fucking grocery store. I've never got no food poisoning from no food at the grocery store. Only when I come here and the grocery store that they have out here, the grocery store where I got the fish from, they don't have that grocery store in the West Coast. They only have it like in the South and in like the Eastern states. They don't have it out in the West Coast. So I ate the fucking fish and that fish it was the store brand, and I got sick. I've never gotten no sick from no fucking grocery store meat. That's what was kind of weird. The first time I got foot, I don't ever. I got food poisoning. I got food poisoning back in 2019. That was the last time I can remember getting food poisoning. I haven't got it since then. So how far in Atlanta are you from? I think it's like shit. I think it's like 30 minutes. Probably like 30 minutes away. Probably even 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes away. Not too far. I could see the downtown like from like my window. Yeah, I don't like the South though. Like it's very I notice is people are here are very negative. Is that where you from, Robert Hanley? You from the South? It's very fucking negative out here. Like I know it's like black people, especially black people out here are very negative. Like they're very miserable. I don't know what it is. Like I didn't even think black people were like that. Like because the black people out here aren't the same type of black people out west. Even like when you see white people out here, like the way they look is kind of different. Like yeah, I can kind of tell. But the black people here, like black people on the west coast, are more chill, optimistic, laid back. That's how most of the vibe is kind of. Don't get me wrong. Like the west coast is fucking like retarded and like you guys see, I was complaining about bots out there, but it's a difference compared to out here. Like out here, a lot of people are more miserable, depressed. Their energy is more lower. That's the thing I like about California. There's a subtle optimistic vibe about it, about the West Coast. That you don't realize it until you leave the states and you go to like the south. You don't really realize it too much. You just, especially if you grew up in the west coast your whole life, you're just used to it. But when you come out here, you realize there's always like a subtle optimistic vibe. Like out here the energy is kind of low and do I don't like it out here really. Like as soon as I get my shit situated, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I don't like the south. I do not like the south at all. The only thing good about it is a lot. It's easier to steal because like there's more shit to steal out here because they don't lock a lot of stuff up compared to like the West Coast. Like they lock up damn near everything. Out here, you can like they lock up fucking like headphones and shit. Like shit that they will allow. I would think it's normal to lock up. They don't even lock up out here. Like it's weird. And then like since there's so many niggas out here, it's not like suspicious. Like they don't look at you like, oh, he's black, he's stealing, because there's so many niggas out here. So it's like you fit in more. In a way, it's kind of good because you fit in more. Like so, because like another thing is like people that like they mind their business and shit more out here. I feel like people are miserable as fuck out here. I noticed that they're more miserable. Yeah, I fucking hate it out here. But in a way, like I look at it like it's a good thing because there's not that many distractions. Like when I was back home in the West, if I'm like let's just say I'm sitting in my house right now, I want to go out and have fun. I want to go out to do something because there's so much to do. Or I can go here. I want to do something, but like now I could be home on a Saturday night and I don't feel like I'm missing out because it's so fucking lame out here. You see what I'm saying? And I'm in the middle of the city. Like it's still lame out here. Like where I stay at, you know the Atlanta Braves, that stadium, like the team, the Atlanta Braves, that baseball team. I live like literally on the street of that fucking stadium. So on the week they have like a whole bunch of movie theaters and restaurants in the stadium, and it gets crowded. People, there's a big ass mall too, and it's still lame. It's like the energy's still lame. Like is fucking like it's lame. Even with all that shit, it's still lame. Like so, it's like I don't even like. I could be home on a Saturday night and I don't feel like I'm missing out or I gotta go out and like do something because it's so fucking lame and boring out here. Versus before, I used to be like, damn, I could be going out here, I could go here.
Yeah. The thing is, you said there ain't shit to do in Kansas. The thing is, though, over here, there's things to do, but the energy is just so lame that it feels like I'm in a city like Kansas, even though there's stuff to do. Like, it's like in Kansas, there's probably literally nothing to do. Out here, there's things to do. Like, they have a fucking big duplex movie theater, they have a big ass mall, they have like a bunch of other shit, restaurants, because I'm like right in the middle of the city area, and the energy is so lame that with all that, it's I still don't. It doesn't even fun because this energy is so lame. Like that's how it is. There's shit to do, but it feels like I'm in a city like Kansas, even with all the shit to do because it's so lame. Like the energy, it's just the energy of it. That's how it is. So it's like that's how bad it is. I fucking hate this goddamn place. Like I really do. I fucking hate it, man. Like it's crazy. Even the homeless people are so miserable out here. There's not even that many homeless people I see, but the homeless people I see, they're just fucking miserable. Like at least before, like I'm used to homeless people being at least optimistic and joyful. Like homeless people out here are fucking like miserable. Like everyone is. Like they go into the store and shit. Like it's a whole other level. And I see it in black people too. Like black people, I didn't even think black people were that bad when it comes to like I thought black people were like the people who are the most joyful, optimistic, and laid back. And that's how it is on the West Coast. But when you come onto the South, at least from what I experienced, black people here are more depressing. Like they're just more lame. Like they just lame out here. I don't know. It's a different vibe because you got to think about it. I'm like thousands of miles away, so the air is different, the energy is different, the people are going to be different than where I was at, and I can feel it. I can feel it, and it's different. I don't like it at all. But in a way, like I like it because it keeps me on track. I don't have distractions here. That's why I like it. So when I say I don't like it, don't get it like twisted. Like this is what my spirit needs because there's no distractions, and I need it like that because before I had a lot of distractions, which kind of like got me. But here, there's no distractions. I don't have no desire to want to go out and do anything because there's nothing to do out here. I don't feel like I'm missing out going out to anywhere because there's nothing to do. Like if I go on vacation somewhere, like my brothers all saying, "Oh, you should take your car and you can go to Florida." You nigga, fuck Florida, a weak ass place. I don't want to go down there. I told you can go here. I'm like, there's nowhere I want to go. If I go somewhere, I'm going out the country. I'll probably go to fucking like another state. Probably, I don't know. Like probably go. I don't know where I go, but I'm going somewhere else. I probably want to go to Arizona or some shit. Because when I was traveling, I went through Arizona, New Mexico. Those places, I like the vibe of Arizona, New Mexico for some reason. I like that whole native vibe and the way the canyons were and everything. I like the way the vibe was. Like I just that's probably where I go visit if I go back Arizona because I like that energy there. I'll probably be later on though if I go back and visit. But right now, like I gotta be where my spirit needs me to be. Something in me just telling me I have to be here. Like I even heard a voice telling me to stay here. Like do not leave. Like just a few nights ago, it was like stay. Like do not leave. So I have to. Right now, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not trying to because having fun and being too comfortable. That's what fucked me up in life. So I can't be doing that too much. And I'm here to build my shit. I'm not here to have fun. I'm here to build my shit. So it being not fun here is actually helping me. It doesn't need to be fun. It needs to be boring. That's how it needs to be so I can stay on track. So I actually do. So when I say I hate it here, I hate it, but I like it because it's what I need. I actually don't want it to be because when I was back in the West before I left, even I was still on my shit, but then I kind of certain things I would want to go out and do and go hang out and do things, and then they have the weed club. Like there's no weed club out here. They do have it, but
it's you got to get a medical and go through all this bullshit, and I'm gonna have to go do. I'm not wasting my time, and so I haven't even fucking had an edible or nothing, or because I don't smoke no more, but I don't have had an edible, or I probably would have had got one, but I haven't got one. I don't do any of that shit no more. So like, I'm glad like yeah, Warren. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to just stay here for a while. But like I said, I'm not really tripping because like the good thing is though, if I stay in that like before when I used to stay in the house, I used to feel like damn, I don't want to stay in the house. Now when I stay in the house, I don't really give a fuck because there ain't shit else to do out here unless I got some business to attend to. Like I'm gonna go to the post office to drop my packages off, or I got some shit I'm gonna do to handle some business. But like for me, just to go out and this there ain't shit out here. And I probably would be moving from this place in about a year. Like probably by the end of this year, I'm gonna move from here because the lease runs out. So once I move from here because the lease runs out, I'm probably gonna be in even a more lamer part. Cause this is probably one of the most poppin' spots in the whole state. Like it gets hella crowded because there's a stadium here and there's a big ass mall, and there's like two movie theaters like right next to each other. The mall, the big ass mall, and the stadium, and then there's a lot of stores and a lot of restaurants. It's like right in the area, and it's still lame. So, and this is like the most one of the most popping areas, and it's lame. At least for me, I can't speak for everyone, but for me, it's lame as fuck. So once the lease runs out next year, we're gonna probably move in like another fucking area that's gonna be it's gonna be a bigger spot, but it's gonna be cheaper rent. But it's still gonna be a nice bigger spot. So the cheaper spots are kind of not they're not in the country, but they're kind of further away from the city. So it's gonna probably be even more lame. So and then that's like the end. It probably like I think February next year is when I probably move because the lease runs out in January actually. So probably around January we'll probably move. Retarded, but oh yeah. Yeah, I don't even live in there no more. I don't eat. I don't eat. I haven't had Mexican food since I came out here. I've never had any Mexican food out here. I don't trust it. It like all my fucking family members that ate there, the people I know out here, they say that the Mexican food is horrible out here. They say it's all like it's not even Mexican food. It's like all of it is like like Chipotle, like that Tex Mex and all that crap. Taco Bell. That's how every Mexican restaurant is. It's like Taco Bell or Chipotle. It's not real Mexican food. It's fucking disgusting. Like I don't even want to try this shit. When you like I can you like I could I could like I don't even have to eat at a restaurant. I could sit there and there'll be times where I'll go and I'll look at a restaurant or I'll look at a plate of food and I'll be like my stomach will start turning and I'll feel nauseated. And I'll be like if I eat this food or if I eat at this restaurant, I'm gonna get sick. 9 times out of 10, when I eat at a restaurant and I feel sick before I even eat it, I get sick. Like when I got food poisoning last week, when I cooked the fish, it smelled weird. And then I felt nauseated just looking at it. And I still ate it and I got sick. When I go to like any of the restaurants here, I feel nauseated as fuck, even when I don't eat it. So that's why I don't trust the food because like I could pick up on the energy. So I know what food is like. Like even when I find the restaurants that I like there'll be I don't even try the food that I'll just see a restaurant or a place I like to eat, and I'd be like, this place is gonna be good. Just the way the building looks, just the way they write the sign and the energy of it. Not me just looking at the food, just looking at the building, the way it is designed, the way the energy is, the people working there. I could be like, I'm gonna enjoy it. And when I eat there, I enjoy it. I could do the same thing vice versa, and get nauseated, get sick, and
So I go off my instincts. Every restaurant I see here, it's like I get nauseated. So I can't eat it. Like something's telling me don't eat it. So like, yeah, I haven't had Mexican food since I've been. That's the longest I haven't had Mexican food. Probably fucking for like 5 years, since like 2019. Because before I used to eat that shit like literally every week, or when if I'm not fasting, like if I wasn't doing it fast, I would eat there every week or every time I fucking like. Let's just say I didn't fast for 6 months or a month. Every week I would eat Mexican food, like at least 3 times a week. Sometimes I eat there a whole month. I remember one whole month in February. It's like 2021 or 2022 or some shit. Like a whole fucking month, I ate there every day. Like I ate at the truck every day. Every time I end my fast, I'll eat that shit. For real. Sometimes I even go there 2 times a day and shit. I probably have to spend like fucking like hella money on those motherfucking tacos, man. Cause that was the only thing I can eat that didn't get me sick. It wasn't cause like 'cause everything else I eat would get me sick mostly. So I was always picky with my shit. Yeah. Think I'm half Mexican, okay. I only eat steak after shit. I only eat steak after my 2 week fast. Oh yeah, you didn't get to eat steak after your fast. That's really heavy. If you're doing a fast for that long, you really don't want to eat steak, man. You want to eat like something light. Like if I were to fast that long and eat it, I'll get fucking nauseated. I get very sick. Like I remember back in like years ago, I fucking I did a fast for like 20 days, and I remember I took a Vicodin. This is back in like 2020 and shit, when I was still popping my doing like pills a little bit. I did a fucking Vicodin, and after a 20-day fast, like I did the fast, and then I took a day off, and then I took a Vicodin. My stomach was killing me for like a whole day. I felt like shit. A whole day, I felt nauseated. I was the dumbest, stupidest thing I ever did in my fucking life. I felt hella dumb. I was sick, and then like I would never do that shit again. I don't even take those pills. I stopped taking that shit back in like years ago. 'Cause, yeah, I had to stop doing that because I felt that shit fucking with my health. So I was like, I had to stop that. So I'm good off that. See, bro, Chauncey Beauty program. Whenever I don't pick or eat any meat from my meal, so tell them, because like anytime somebody asks you why you don't eat meat, don't even give them, like, be like, because I don't fucking like it. Like this is what you should tell them. Like the same reason I don't eat meat is the same reason you don't eat fucking feces. Like why don't you ask them, why don't you eat feces? Like, oh, because it's disgusting, it's not good. Like, so that's why I don't eat meat. Don't even explain yourself. Just be like straight up, I don't eat meat. Like don't make it a big deal. Just be like, I don't eat meat. Like, and if they keep asking, be like, okay, you keep stop asking me. You keep asking me this shit. Like, don't be like disrespectful, but be like, well, what is this, 21 questions or something? Like, why you keep asking me? Nigga, I don't eat meat, and then just switch the subject. It's not even a big deal. Like, don't make because people could pick up on your energy. The reason they ask you and they do that is because deep down you probably feel kind of insecure about eating meat, or you feel like I don't want them to ask me, and so they could pick up on that. But once you in your mind you like, I eat meat, this is what I do, this is my thing, no one's gonna even mess with you, because they're gonna, people only treat you how you feel about yourself. If you feel like you don't give a fuck, then people treat you like, okay, they could pick up, oh, he don't give a fuck, so they're not gonna even entertain your, they're not going to entertain certain things because they know that you won't even deal with it. Once you feel kind of unsure, uncertain, and you kind of feel
like you're uneasy, oh, I hope they don't ask me, or please don't, then people can smell that fear, and then they will act upon it. But just like they could smell fear, they could smell your non-bullshit. They could smell your straightforwardness. So you want to have that energy with you all the time. Like when they ask you about me, be like, I just don't eat meat. Like, and if they ask you to a point where you're getting uncomfortable, you'll just, when you feel that uncomfortable feeling, then that's when you ask, you like reply with the smart remark, like, what is this, 21 questions? Like, I don't eat meat. I don't like it. Do you eat feces? Do you eat cockroaches? Do you eat fucking baby shit? Like, no, you don't eat that. Why don't you eat it? Because you don't like the taste of it. I don't eat meat because I don't like the taste of it. Like, you just gotta like tell them what it is. That's so I realized, like, I don't even fucking like, because it ain't even like, why do they care if you eat meat or not? It's not that serious. Even when you look at the reason why they say that, it's not because they really look at it like it's weird. It's just they're programmed. They're programmed for everyone to eat meat. So when they see you not eating meat, because people don't have their own creative thought and opinion. Everyone's just a bot. So when somebody says, "Why are you eating meat?" Why don't they say the same thing to somebody else eating a slice of pizza? Like, why are you eating pizza? Why is it with meat you have to question me, but not pizza? It's because you're programmed. You see what I'm saying? It's all a program. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. Lion's mane mushroom fucks with me. I remember I never tried that before. I heard that it's that for like your mind. I don't trust lion's mane mushroom. The more I feel more, yeah, when you fast though, that you do feel relaxed, especially when you're like deep into the fast or you just end it and you feel relaxed, you feel more calm. That's how your body's supposed to feel 24/7. Yeah. I think I'm gonna end this live stream, guys. I'm getting kind of tired, but I'm gonna be back online though. I'm gonna be back online. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna be back online, guys. I'm gonna end this live stream, but it was nice talking to everyone, and yeah, I'm gonna be back on, and I'm gonna start my fast Friday afternoon, or Friday night Eastern time. So, and I'm gonna leave a post when I started. I'm gonna leave a post, and I'm gonna go as long as I can this fast. I'm doing this because I want to do this one over 9 days. So I want to stay. I want you guys, if you guys want to do it, or if you can do it, you can do it. You don't have to go as long as me, but I want to start at least try to get one day because I want to get this shit rolling. Like we're doing these fast. Cause this is a weapon. Fasting and cleansing. This is a weapon, and I'm gonna find a different word for fasting. I hate that word fasting, but this is a weapon, and it's not a weapon to go and kill people. It's a weapon to to create the life we want. You're carving out the life we want. When you go on these fasts, you can be yourself more. You're able to deal with these situations that you come into with a clear mind. A lot of you guys who've been having to deal with bullshit ass people, when you go on these fasts, you're able to be in the present moment and not be so reactive, and you're more responsive. So you respond based upon what's necessary. You don't react and go off subconscious program. That's why it's good to do this. And then also, if it allows you to create the life you need to create. And like, it's very deep. This shit is very deep. It's more than just cleanse. This is not just cleansing the body. It's cleansing your life, your situation, your mind, your body, and your space, your situation. So what you're doing on a daily basis, because where the mind goes, the body goes. So when you fast, it's gonna put your body in a peaceful state of mind. Like Jay Vaz said, your body feels more relaxed. So wherever the mind goes, the body goes. You see what I'm saying? The mind goes, the body goes. So you're gonna be able to be in a
location and space that's gonna be for your benefit. So things it is deep, man. I'm telling you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this fast, and then I'm gonna leave a post on Friday, and then I'll probably go live a day or two after that and give you guys an update on my fast. And yeah, I want to do that shit so I can stay more accountable, stay on my shit more, and I'm gonna go deep into more and some other shit as well. But I'm out, guys. Peace.